I'm all about the douchey photos, baby. I thought this photo was hilarious, so I decided to go with it. It's been a while since I've seen this photo. It's just such an FU. I don't know to who or what it is an FU to, but it's just so douchey. I don't know. It's basically, that's the best way to describe it. It's a douchey photo. It sort of just, means pray to me. Pray to Joe. This is Throwdown. Lebanon threw up all over themselves today. Oh my God, we're getting derailed.
So I had to stay at work all night last night because of the hurricane. Thanks, Navy.
Oh, wow. Gerald Armstrong, man. I'm sorry, bro. That's crazy. You had to stay at work all day because of the hurricane, dude. That's nuts. It was a crazy day here today, but not really that crazy and much crazier for you. 5 years ago on this day, most of you won't remember this. Maybe Jesse and some other people would. But 5 years ago on this day, I was at work, my old job at Clark's, and it began hailing insanely. And we had a big storm of hail. And I tweeted it out, and I put it up on Instagram and on Facebook. And Facebook reminded me today of memories. And so it was 2015 or 16 or something. I don't know. And I don't know, man. It just feels like it was yesterday that happened. And only a few people are still here from the old JCS community. That was 2015. We had, it was me, Justin, Jesse, and Dave Rose maybe were around. And that was, it's like those times. I feel like it
was right before a show.
What was that?
I feel like it was right before a show. Even.
Well, I mean, I think I was leaving work at 7 p.m. that night. And so, yeah, it might have been.
Yeah.
Crazy. We were all at our little cubicles at my old job and began to rain just these golf balls of hail. I had another long day today, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm jacked the fuck up. Oops, I said the F word. Damn it. Oh, no.
That one's on you.
Hopefully we're okay, though. I'm gonna monitor it and see if it was my fault. But so far, we're okay. Just
don't say jack the F off.
Yeah. Just don't say, I'll say this, Dustin Star, if I want to.
Ah, yeah. Is he coming on? Because, I mean...
he does still message me from time to time. I'm surprised that, I was going to say I'm surprised that he didn't get freaked out. But knowing that he's from where Jerry Lawler's from, that makes me think he's secretly the other way. You know what I mean? Like, secretly he's like, yeah. Fuck yeah. Really, because nowadays you expect everybody. I remember back then, even back then, I was thinking, man, this guy's gonna hear that and be like, I'm never doing that show. You know what I mean? I can't be associated with that. And he didn't give a crap. So that tells me,
No, he was really chill when he came on, if I remember.
Yeah, he just played it off like he didn't hear it or something. I don't know. He did though. So I I don't know what to say about that.
Well, I bet he wouldn't have liked it if people put that on a hashtag on Twitter. I'll say that if I want, Dustin Star.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Dustin Star goes on racist show. But what's up, everybody, man? It's good to be here with everybody for Throwdown. This is, what a crazy day, man. They cut my other tree down. All my trees are gone now. The wind was blowing, and I was less scared than ever. Normally when the wind starts blowing around here, I get kind of freaked out. And I think that's because I spent from the years 1993 to the year 2018 or 19, whatever, when I moved in here. And I spent that time living on the beach with no trees. So I wasn't used to hearing the wind blow and how powerful the wind can be. And I also wasn't ever used to worrying about a tree falling on my house, ever. And the last year of living here, the biggest thing it sounds so stupid. Most people probably just be like, dude, it's not going to fall down, relax. But I just spent all that time thinking, man, this tree's going to fall on our house. And then, 2 months ago, we had 80-mile-an-hour winds, and it fell on my neighbor's house. And I'm like, there it is. That's what I'm saying. And the guys are telling me the white pine trees are terrible, And I'm like, yeah, great. So anyway, they're both gone now. One of the stumps looks normal, but the other stump looks like the fucking termites are in the middle of it. I'm dead serious. I'm like, are you serious?
Well, hopefully they'll eat away the stump.
Well, that's not a bad idea. You're right. But I think it's going to take too long. I feel like they're really slow termites.
That's what I was saying the other night about the stump that we had out in our backyard. Never saw the termites anywhere else. They ate the stump and went away.
It's weird, dude. I don't know why that happens to them. I guess that they like try. Eventually, one of them flies away somewhere and tries to mate or something. And if that doesn't happen, they all just eat and live for a little while and then they die, or they find other wood. But normally, I guess when I think of them just keep growing or something like that. But I guess that's not how it works. So I don't know, man. I don't understand the life cycle of the termites. I didn't look it up.
I was about to say I don't know enough about it.
I don't know a damn thing. But I know my friends come in. My friend from school that I've known for years, and he was always friends with me and my other friends that you guys have known before once in a while. But he moved coincidentally right near me, so he's coming tomorrow to come take a look, and then he's gonna fuck me right in front of the neighbors.
That's 2 F words.
You're right. I've done it 2 or 3 times now. By the way, guys, check out the Patreon. And don't forget, on Teesprings, you can still buy the shirt from 3 years ago, Pit of Spikes, in honor of Ryback. Go buy the Pit of Spikes shirt, especially if you ever plan on meeting Ryback. Can you imagine if you met Ryback and you had the Pit of Spikes
wearing
shirt?
that shirt?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my. I wonder if you would think he would get it. Well, I guess it says Joe Cronin's on it, so he should recognize
that'd be great.
Pit of Spikes.
Oh, fuck.
People that don't know what we're talking about, a giant wrestler once said that he wanted to see me die in a pit of spikes, so I made a T-shirt about it.
Just 24 hours after you apologized to him.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, I don't remember who made this shirt, and I wish I could remember so I could... there's a lot of people that designed a lot of logos and did a lot of things, and I wish I could sort of shout them out for it, because it means a lot to me when I see them still. Dave happens to be in the call out of nowhere, and he's one, but I know the designs that came from him, so it's not a big deal. I know that's Dave's work, so it's cool. But there's a lot of other people that did stuff that I don't remember who they are and stuff like that, and I feel bad about that because they spent hours or something working on something for me and gave it to me, and I thought it was really awesome, and then I can't even remember a damn name, and so that sucks. But if you know me, you know that's about par for the course. So there's a lot to talk about tonight, and we're gonna talk about everything, and we're just I'm gonna talk about the George thing. I'm not gonna mention the whole name because I don't want to get hidden right now. So we're gonna get to
Jefferson?
No, he's a different guy. This guy liked it when white people kneeled on him. It was weird. He had a fetish, and it went too far. The white man forgot the safe word. Yeah, so it's
interesting. They were taking knees a couple of years ago, and it was okay. Now a white guy takes a knee.
Yeah, he was just trying to do what Colin said to do, and it backfired on him. Now, I just want to get this out of the way. There are going to be speculations and jokes, and I want to kill them right now. There's going to be speculations and jokes that I put this photo of me up because I have no hat on, and I'm trying to create the illusion that I have hair still or something like that, right? Like that's going to be the thing. So I just want to tell you that I could literally have that exact same hair right now if I grew my hair out. So it's not about that. I literally came across this photo, and I thought it was so funny that I took this PNG photo of me with my hands together like I was praying for some reason. And I remember doing it and being like, why did I do that? I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what I'm saying in this photo. And then I never really used it much, but I just came across it and I thought it was hilarious. And I'm like, I'm going to put that up on the video. So it's not about that. I am balding at the top of my head. My hat fell off the other day in the video. I had pre-shot that video, right? So I'd pre-shot it, I believe. I think I did. And if I could have taken that out if I wanted to. I could have, secured my hat more. I screamed about how, oh my God, you saw my bald head, and to be funny. I'm super not embarrassed about it. Had a bald spot there forever. Even when it looked like I had great hair, or long hair and whatever, it was always there. So not worried about it. This is not me trying to pretend I still have hair or something like that. Even in that photo you're looking at, if I leaned forward and bent down, you would see the spot. It'd be there. It might be from the headphones and the hat, ruining it. I don't know. But either way, it doesn't bother me. I don't care.
You're not getting any blood flow back there, man.
No, maybe that could be it. It could be, or maybe all my lies are stored there or something.
What does that mean for the front of your head, Jesse?
Hey, I can still grow hair. It's all right.
You got the you got the nails thing from Back to the Future going.
Yeah, but like my biological dad and half brother were bald by the time they were 20, so I'm doing all right at 31.
Well, but it goes by your mother's father, right?
And he had hair till he fucking died, so we're good.
There you go. You got his hair, probably. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Mother's father.
I only cut mine because it hurts too much to wash it.
Right. I got to tell you, man. Before we get into
you look like Father Cronin.
I do. I look like some kind of weird, creepy, like follow me, worship me thing right there. But you know what? You should. You should. So let's just do that.
You look like an NWA manager.
What? Oh my God. So thanks. I want to thank Gerald Armstrong. What up, Gerald, for the $10, man, coming in hot right at the beginning. And man, thank you, bro, for trying to keep these shows on the air. I got my little goal up. I always put the goal up. People like the goals for some reason. Years ago, people hated the goals. They used to be like, how dare you have some kind of expectation? And then not that long ago, about a year and a half ago, I threw one up because people asked for it. And now people just love it. I don't know what it is, like the feeling of an accomplishment at the end of the show or something. I should just put up $2,000 every time if that's the case. But there it is. People want to do it.
That's the whole concept of it. I mean, that's why OBS and XSplit put those things in there for you to use.
Yeah, but you know what? But years ago, I used it 5 years ago, and it was a backlash.
Well, that's what I was going to say, is there's always going to be people that say one way or the other. Everyone's got their own opinions. And, you're always going to hear something.
It was interesting because, we got shadow banned. There it is.
I'll blame it on Jesse's.
No, because it was just there not that long ago. Do you think it was the kneeling thing?
It was me.
No.
Yeah, you think it was Dave?
Casey joined the call. That's what happened.
It was literally within the last 30 seconds, or no, the last.
The NWA,
That was when Casey joined the call. So, yep, it's Casey's fault as usual.
Literally, wow, I
told you.
We were just shadow banned.
Maybe instead of hearing NWA, it heard NWO and it said alert conspiracy.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
that is.
Or thought NWA like the rap
that's
group
what I
or
was,
something,
that's what I was
and
thinking.
fuck the police, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but I don't get it.
They were promoted then.
We were showing up for a while. Do you remember though a couple weeks back when we were getting shut down every minute, every second? Like you couldn't even anything.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, this didn't last too much longer than a monetize is.
Joe, you're just mad that your viewership has gone down.
Oh God.
Well, you know what's funny about it though is we actually tried on this episode.
And you know what's fucking
anything
great is that everybody in your video, in your chat, fucking saw it for what it was. Saw what I fucking saw for fucking ages, but everyone called him out. And then he's like, stop ganging up on me.
That was so weird, dude. I was like, and I've seen him be weird before, so I did know there was something to that. But that really did like expose him. That was bizarre.
Exactly, totally exposed him, and it's fucking too sweet.
We're talking about cat fucker?
No, we're talking about shit earlier. He was he was basically saying the dumbest shit. He was saying like, stop complaining about it. We get it. Like you're just mad that your views are down or whatever, dude. Just like you didn't do this years ago or whatever. And it was like, well,
but then people who watch you are like, I don't get a fucking notification. And everyone's fucking coming up and defending you because they're providing proof. They're like, this is happening. Like this is the timeline of events, and everyone's like, yeah, me too. And this happens to me, and he still won't accept it. And people are like, dude, like at this point, you're just fucking retarded because you will not accept what everyone's telling you. He's like, well, stop ganging up on me.
Well, I think that it was a troll. I mean, that's what I took.
No, that was shit. That was shit, all right.
So he's retarded.
From Ireland, yeah.
Oh, really? From Ireland?
Yeah, from the UK.
I don't know, man. He just doesn't know how things work then. I thought
he doesn't. But he claims that he said he was again, this is shit. But he's like, I'm a former handwriting analysis expert for MI5. I laughed when I saw that.
What?
Well, I mean, it's really
Oh my
simple.
God.
If you start a brand new channel right now with 0 subs and tell no one about it and go live and instantly get shadow banned, you get 0 viewers. If you start a new channel, create a live stream, call it Beirut Explosion right in the middle of all this, and you don't get shadow banned, I guarantee you people are going to come into that stream.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. And when you tag it properly, when you even make it live, people actually these days are looking for live streams. So they'll go and they'll like say news, whatever, and then they'll like filter it, and then they'll go to live stream or channel, whatever. They'll see a live stream, they'll go to it. And the thing is though, if that's shadow banned, you're not going to see it. Even though it's fucking live, you have to go to their fucking channel itself, and sometimes it doesn't even show that fucking link is live.
It could be the Lebanon thing, maybe. Maybe that.
No, well, I don't know. I've seen plenty of live streams today that stayed up, and some that are independent.
Bottom line is,
people.
Chip didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. Everyone called him out on it, including Joe and Drew. He got fucking embarrassed, and he said people were fucking ganging up on him. And then
That was the
himself
ganging up, Dave. It was just me and Joe, because at that point, I don't even think you were involved in it.
I basically lost it because you know me. When I start seeing stuff that's, you know what I mean? When I start seeing stuff that just is straight crazy wrong, you know what I mean? I started getting pissed off. Like I started being
it's
like,
not
all right,
actually wrong. It was trying to spin a narrative. That was the difference.
Well, but that's
like, not
only are you lying about the fucking shadow banning, but now you're making excuses and you're crying and blah blah blah. So like he was really compounding what he was saying into one big sort of chip on his shoulder to fucking direct it at you.
But I've even heard, I don't know, man, like I'm trying to think of examples to even like not pick on him and think about like with you or something like that when we've had problems. Like, there's been some things that like
I don't act illogical.
Like, but there's some things like, do you know what I mean? Like, Dave, like there's some things that I hear about me and I'm like, whatever, that's your opinion, and maybe I am like that, and that's, whatever. But like, there's things sometimes where I'm like, oh my God, like if that's wrong, like I can't believe it. Like I start losing my God. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
You'll lose your mind on many things, and sometimes you're wrong, but sometimes you're right. But the bottom line is that, yeah, you will, at some points, you can't accept what's being told, even if it is a lie, and you go full hard and you approach that subject, which I do the same.
Well, it's kind of like, there's like there's a lot of things like you can have an opinion about or whatever, and it may be true or it may be like kind of in the middle. You know what I mean? Like
in this case, dude, YouTube. You even explained that.
Right.
YouTube. He doesn't. So who is he to fucking say, well, that's not true, or I've never seen that? It's like, but you're the one who literally fucking produces multiple videos a day. You see this literally fucking all the time. Who is he to fucking say, well, I don't believe it because I've never seen it, but oh, by the way, I don't fucking produce anywhere close to the number of videos that you do, so I would never even see it if I was exposed to that. Like, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did. It was just, it became, that's why I thought he was trolling, because I'm like, oh, this is some troll to get me angry or flip out or something like that.
I'm still wondering if he's fucking trolling at this point. I'm like, what the fuck?
No, man, he's also mad at the fact, and some people are, but not many, that, I did an appearance on Corrupted the other time, or the fact that I'm willing to talk to you, or that I'm here right now. Like these people don't like it one bit. So like again, like they see that and they start attacking Joe.
I think there's a lot of people that want to see just people shit like on each other. You know what I mean? Like so that's all they want. They pretend to take a side even, but they enjoy that there's a fight or something going on.
Well, they're always like this. Like, we want this guy on. Oh, ban this guy. Oh, when are you gonna have that guy back on, Joe?
Yeah.
Like it goes back and forth.
Yeah. It's like Bullfrog, exactly. And even Bullfrog. Look at what. Not to bring him up again, but hey, ban me, get me banned. I hope they ban me on your show. Okay.
You notice I said that guy for a reason.
Yeah, well, but 2 weeks of ban me, get me banned. Okay, you want ban me, Joe, $1,000 or something. Okay, we'll do it, and then we do it, and then he gets banned. And then he goes around saying,
hey,
Joe,
ban me.
You kicked me off the show or whatever. It's like, no, I didn't. You asked to be banned, then you got banned. Now you're complaining about being banned. What the fuck? And then he goes, Joe.
That's like complaining after you fucking shoot yourself in the head during Russian roulette. It's like, you chose to play, dude.
Yeah, I don't.
I didn't know this thing was loaded. What the fuck?
Yeah, seriously, get the fuck out of here.
Man, I really wonder what to do because, like, maybe it was the F-bombs, man. Maybe it was the F-bombs because...
I think your channel is just under close watch.
Yeah,
because
things in the past
you were on
flagged you. So
when you were on the Monday Night Raw review last week on last night on JCS, you played that Ryback video at the beginning, and he was saying every 4-letter word under the sun in that video. Your show did not get shadow banned once last night.
That's a good point.
Could it be what just happened with that explosion and what?
No, because there's live streams all over the place right now of it.
Yeah, it's got to be. It could be that. I mean, this channel is demonetized, so it's on some kind of list of demonetized, right?
Right. So you're probably already on like some sort of short list of whatever.
Well, I think that what may end up happening going forward is, we may move to Shame on News, because Shame on News, I just got memberships unlocked on there. Like, it just unlocked all this stuff.
And you still have super chats?
Right.
Nice.
Dave making his flip-floppy rounds around the community. I see everything. I see everything as one of two people.
Yeah, I'm well acquainted.
But yeah, so I guess we might as well let's just talk about it all right now, because I was going to save it for, I was trying to preemptively think about where to structure stuff to get not shadow banned, but now I guess it doesn't matter, so.
It's too late now.
Yeah, that's the funniest part, is we were really trying on this one.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter anymore with fucking YouTube. It's only a matter of time before, like, if you say you're shadow banned.
Well, and they also said, going into the pandemic, YouTube came out and said that they were going to be doing things more strict with live streams because they're going to be working with the skeleton crew. So things like a show, a certain word or trigger word or whatever, if they find it, they'll just shadow ban the video and take care of it later.
Right.
Do you think they can be working?
That's a good excuse for stifling free speech and violating what was it? Law 230 or I can't remember what it was.
First Amendment.
No, it was it's something in not in the Constitution, but it's a law. It's amendment. No, it's not an amendment. Sorry, I'll have to look it up. But basically, big tech is and Joe knows about this. Big tech is utilizing this law to protect themselves, to try to make themselves sound like a platform as opposed to a publisher. And a platform lets everyone speak regardless, but a publisher chooses who gets to speak. And because they're running one way and using that loophole, that's how they're banning all these views that don't align with what narrative they're trying to push.
Right. Well, and I only partially believe what they're saying, because the example I made last night with Ryback saying that shit right at the beginning of the show and it didn't do anything. But JCS probably isn't on that short list like this channel is. So I feel like they're doing that, but they're also classifying channels based off of history or whatever.
Well, I think that it's usually when you have over 10,000 subs, you get a little bit of a break on some things. It used to be that way. Now it's really over 50,000 and then over 100,000. There's like different thresholds of trust that they actually have that you don't even know about, like levels of ranks. Like if you
I know a live streamer over 100,000 subs that got his video taken down. He was talking about the Twitter Bitcoin hack thing a few weeks ago, and like 30 minutes into the video, gone. And only on YouTube. He was broadcasting on like 4 different platforms, and YouTube took it down immediately and blocked his channel out. I guess he got a week ban and everything.
Jesus.
And he was trying to get a hold of people. He said, I was supposed to get something when I got 100,000, someone I could go to. They haven't given me dick, because I went over to another platform to find his live stream, and he was having a little nerd fit. If you will.
I would have had a flip out.
Depends, I think it depends on the platform or publishing, whatever the fuck. I think they all have different agendas. Like Facebook won't let you post anything that's anti-pedophile right now.
Yeah.
And like YouTube won't let you post anything. Like, because the way I look at it is YouTube's trying to put a market or put corner of the market, because whatever, on anything to do with like BLM, Corona, all these things, because that's what's on the main news. They're not talking about pedophilia on the main news. So like Facebook's got that covered, and then fucking Twitter's got this thing covered. Like they're all fucking us.
Great point. Also, just want to quickly add, that April 3rd, 2018 was when YouTube headquarters was attacked by a former YouTuber, an actual
well, Jesse's the next one to do that. So
Persian woman, and you know, she killed, I believe, one person, injured many more. So, you know, great time.
Should have done like that, the WWE, whatever the fuck. Remember when the guy smeared shit all over the place? That's what they should have done.
He's ramming into the performance center door.
Jesse spoke over me, but
sorry,
wanted to say that, you know, those were great times. You know, something to look forward to and support, endorse, condone, and you know, who knows? Hopefully, there'll be many more there at YouTube headquarters.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we can only hope.
You know,
we can only hope it's televised too.
San Bruno, California, United States.
We can only hope it's live streamed. You know, from Facebookers. Well, imagine on Facebook, it's live streamed on Facebook. This guy attacking.
Yeah, that'd be fucking great.
Well, there's going to be a lot more. There's going to be a lot more of this. I mean, it was like when the Dems were like, harass people in the streets who are whatever.
Yeah, it's funny you brought that up with the Facebook thing, because I see people, they post live all the time. Like when the protests were going on and everything, they didn't get shut down. But you couldn't do that on YouTube.
Post this, Keemstar!
No, they tag Keemstar in it. Hey, I'm just going. And then the name of the title is just going inside YouTube to take a look around. Like, that's the name of the video. Oh, my God. All these people that probably have nothing to do with the bad decisions of Google. It's probably just like techs and people that do that. Not the actual, like, you know, scumbag fucking evil people.
No, here's the title of the video. Keemstar made me do it.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
Just fuck him on the way
I'd
out.
write that Tommy NC made me do it. I'd be like, Tommy NC, you've been writing me all these emails.
PewDiePie.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. PewDiePie put him in the video the other day by accident.
I need to talk to Father Cronin in a while.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I bet you want to talk to a father. You
should have that, Joe. Have it be a show, you know, Cronin Confessions, you know?
Yeah. I got some confessions.
Casey's the guy who went to Sunday school and then the father raped the shit out of him. And then at some point, later on in life, he goes, "What's this? Oh, we're just watching a porn. This is gross, man. This chick is sucking this guy's dick and all his cum out of his mouth." And Casey's like, "What? I thought that was first communion." And so, what the fuck?
The cum of Christ.
Yeah, this is the Christ cum. You want some Christ cum?
Well, I was an old boy before.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Okay, here we go.
How wide is your house?
Thanks
how
for
wide is
proving
your
my
asshole?
point. I like how he comes in and proves my point. I was an altar boy. Yeah, no shit. That's what I'm saying. I think you sucked a dick.
It's pretty white now.
Did you suck a priest's dick?
No, see, Joe's just sour that he pursued Father Peter O'Shea, and even he was rejected. So
it was Father. God, what? Oh my God! It's actually sucks because this guy's like a legend in my town or whatever. And I can't
for raping kids?
No. I wish he would.
A statue and everything.
I wish I would have. I would have loved to run home and tell my mother, especially when I was younger. I was pretty atheist when I was a younger person, so I would have loved to run home and tell my mother, "Hey, guess what? He's a rapist. Told you, it's all shit."
Hey, Mom, we won the lottery.
Hey, we won the lottery. My dick's empty. Yeah, no, you couldn't understand a goddamn thing.
You touched my pee-pee, Mom. We won the lottery.
You go to church and he'd be like, you'd be like, what the fuck is he saying? He had this gigantic Irish accent.
Give me more of that Irish whiskey.
It was so bad, dude. I'm telling you.
Church dismissed.
You know, like the worst microphone system, and then a guy with a thick brogue. Like it was like, dude, just fuck this.
That really must. No wonder you fucking hate, going to church. Like it must have been the worst experience. Like a second-rate fucking DJ system. Like Christ, please stand.
It was so bad that
sparks going off on the fucking outlet.
It was so bad that even when we went to my grandmother's house for mass or something, I would be impressed. And we're talking about Lawrence, Massachusetts, a shithole. Like this place might as well have been Cuba, right? And you go in this.
Bad?
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Go look up Lawrence, Massachusetts crime. It's fucking ridiculous. If you in the church, it was like this massively huge church and a big production of all this stuff. And it was like, wow, this is like from the movies or something. And the little church around the corner from me, though, was just like, it was a nightmare. And this guy being like, in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, and you're just like, I want to die. I want to die. I want to die. I want to die.
Oh, but you preferred the big production church, though, like the Joel Osteen type fucking.
No,
like...
I wouldn't say it was like that, but it was just
What was
like,
that Steve Martin movie?
Oh, Leap of Faith?
Oh,
Yeah, like something like that with the fucking sparklers and like clothing and dancing.
Yeah, I mean that's not what it was because it was Catholic Roman. It was just boring. All of them were boring. But I mean, but yeah, no, I would have been more. Yeah, if I was down at like a different church, a church like that or a Protestant church, it'd be definitely more exciting for sure. But I don't like any of it, so fuck it. But I'm not. But it's weird how the new religion is science. It's the new religion. It's the new don't question us or you're this or that, or we're going to change laws and we're going to change things in the name of science. But science is really just like
science is always changing, which
Right.
is the funniest thing because it's being worshipped as this unchanging fucking behemoth.
Yeah.
But everyone of right mind knows that science is constantly changing. So it's just ridiculous to even worship it.
And the thing about it is I like science. I really do love science. And I used to start worshiping it too, like, oh, science, of course, science. Well, me and Jesse were listening to this guy Morg who like does these commentaries, and one of the best commentaries I heard from the other day was how science is like he hates religion and he doesn't hate religion, but he's religion's misguided, but science. Yeah, basically, science is as misguided as religion because it's the same sort of thing. They use
of what's called an appeal to authority.
Exactly, and they use math. He's a big math guy, a numbers guy.
I think I heard that shit that you guys were playing.
Right, so
math might be one of the things that kind of holds its ground for a lot of years.
Math is that's the thing is he's right. Math is definite. It's fact, and what science does is it uses a lot of math. And so it gets a lot of facts in it because of that, whereas religion doesn't have that. But just like religion's always changing too. It's the same thing. How do we need to manipulate people in a certain way? Okay, we'll change this, change that. But with science, they're not trying to manipulate you, but they are trying to manipulate you once they decide what's currently factual to them or what's factual to their life's work in study. Because if they spend 20 years doing something and they find something out and then it changes, their life's work's ruined. So they cling to it like fucking just like you would cling to God in religion.
And you know what's great? It's not not great, but it's not just science though. This happens all over. Like history, for example. They look at the pyramids. This is just one example. But like they're like, well, we can never accept the fact that humans had higher technology at this point. So it had to have been, these knuckle draggers that dragged it up a huge ramp and somehow made it. But don't question this and stuff.
Hey,
we know more.
You don't talk about my family like that.
Yeah, I mean,
okay. You're Egyptian?
No, those knuckle draggers you're talking about.
There was like 3 jokes in that motherfucker.
Oh my god. I thought he was. I thought he was. So I didn't know what he was. I don't know what's happening here.
Drew's the closest thing we got to a black guy right now, so I'm told.
Oh my god, knuckle draggers is.
Yeah, but you're right. It's this observance towards an authority and claiming that whatever they say is right, and even if they change their opinion, you keep agreeing with what they say rather than having critical thought and saying, but hold on, shouldn't we be a little more balanced? And again, it's not just science that we see it, and we see it even with theology, religion, and a bunch of other things. And it's sad. It's sad that people can't be allowed to think critically to make up their own minds.
We need to be open to spirituality, science, and dimensionalism and spirit and
also
all these things. But
when like I point out, for example, or many other people point out that Dr. Fauci has a huge investment in a COVID-19 patent how he owns half the patent, how essentially the money leads towards the Bill Gates Foundation or Melinda Gates Foundation, to George Soros, all this stuff. So you got a lot of people that we already know are bad that are going to be making big money off something that's going to be forced on a population, and they're just going to be making millions upon millions of dollars on something that we don't know necessarily will work or is even needed. Okay, that alone should, like, I mean, this is how they caught fucking Capone. Okay, you look for the taxing issues and that you follow the money. And stuff. He was caught on tax fraud, but they found it by following the money. You do the same thing with this, and you look at who's involved, who's taking control, and who gets to dictate policy towards the people. And then you look at how much money they're going to make on all the fucking stock that they have invested in big pharma.
Yeah, and maybe it's the they won't even look into all the child pedo stuff and sex trafficking. Like, we can't even get that looked at. Let alone, I mean, maybe we are now, but we're never going to get this COVID stuff figured out. I'm not getting a vaccine, and I'm a vaccine person.
No, yeah, then they'll make it to where you can't fucking eat. You can't like buy food because it's the chip inside the vaccinated people will be the only way to, get fucking food, money.
Yeah, you got to have a card.
What the hell are you talking about, Jesse? You said something about spirituality on Facebook, and therefore your social credit status has now diminished to a -3. You will not be able to buy groceries until we allow you to do so.
It's Demolition Man.
It's going that way.
No, I know. That's what's bothers me about the whole thing. I mean, like I was telling Drew earlier, I said January is going to make this whole year look like a fucking picnic. Watch. Once this shit gets rolling,
everyone thinks 2021 is going to be the magical beginning to a new happy life, and I don't know about that.
Well, if Trump can clinch it there in November, then we have a much better chance of a stronger bounce back, because you know that any vote other than Trump literally is for destruction. I don't care how bad you hate Trump. You look at what's available to you, and literally if you choose that, it's suicidal. I don't care how much you hate Trump. It's suicidal to choose anything but that.
I can't believe that this is what we have. Like, this is crazy. Like, Biden is running. He's like,
you get what you fucking deserve.
Yeah.
I mean, this
yeah,
is...
Yeah. Fuck yeah. There you go. No, can you imagine like at the they do Jesse the Body's music hits right before the fucking debates hit off?
I ain't getting no goddamn vaccine.
Yeah, but at least Trump has made some effort to fight. Here's the thing, though. I was just about to say this. Joe, you, I believe, know about this, where the head of Reddit announced, like, I think in 2012 or something like that, like a while ago, that they were totally aware about what was going on with Epstein and with Maxwell or Ghislaine Maxwell and that sort of thing. And, we knew already and stuff, but they didn't do shit, right?
Right.
Well, why is it that literally this child trafficking satanic fucking sacrifice ring has been going on for so long, and only people started getting arrested when Trump got into power? Hate Trump all you want, think whatever you want about him, but why is it that once Trump gets into power, these people start to get fucking, dragged up? And like, it's not just these famous people that are getting arrested for pedophile charges. He's been literally on like a campaign for the last 40 years. It literally is the highest amount of pedophiles arrested in these massive operations where, again, these people are producing this garbage on a huge, number, and they're being involved with these trafficking rings. That, again, it's all interconnected. So Trump is like getting all these people arrested, the massive sealed indictments, putting them in jail and stuff, and like nobody's talking about it, specifically the media. Why? Because they're also fucking involved.
Have you guys done the Google experiment where you type in TV, television, entertainment, and what comes up? Or no, TV, television, film. Just put that in Google. See what kind of shit comes up on images.
On images.
Yep.
Oh.
TV? Yeah. TV, television, entertainment. No commas needed.
I thought you said TV, television, film.
Film. Sorry.
Okay,
yeah.
That's how
it has to be film. It has to be film at the end. Yeah.
What are we gonna see here?
And nothing.
Oh, why? Oh. Dude, no, you should have warned me on dude, that's not cool, man.
I know it's not fucking cool.
No, but here's the
Don't-
thing.
don't show it on air,
You raise
Joe.
a good point. You raise a good point. This is something that people have talked about. Is you put in these keywords into Google, and it opens up literally into the dark web, into all these images about things that are really, really bad.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the same thing. There was
Thank
another
you for showing me that, because that's
dude, there's another one you can do on fucking Facebook. You put in like hashtag pedogate, put in there's like 5 different hashtags you can try, and it fucking says Facebook will not allow these posts because I forget what reason they give. They don't allow you to even talk about it. It's like, what the fuck what is going on?
They put it in the algorithm. That's weird. They put it in the algorithm.
Hidden in plain sight.
Yeah, hidden in plain sight. Exactly.
This is fucking disgusting.
Just like Amazon has a children's book out that desensitizes them to pedophilia, yet they can sell that earlier on the news.
Wayfair thing? Why is nobody talking about that?
Remember when?
Well, because
remember when YouTube had the dildo videos where they were telling kids who were like 6 years old what a dildo is and how to use it?
Well, you told your mom when you were like 9, right?
That's actually in their policy. They're doing that in schools.
Yeah, they were doing it on YouTube. Like, so we're talking about young kids. No, they weren't like 14 or 15-year-olds even. They were like 9-year-olds.
Yeah. But when teachers are teaching that in school as well, that's problematic.
Dude, there's some kind of really expanded and deep and dark. Like, let's look at the Tom Hanks thing. Like, let's look at the different possibilities, right? All right, here's some different possibilities. Maybe there's more, I don't know, but here's the ones I got.
I can bring you down the rabbit hole quite deep.
Well,
I just kept running.
Jesse, I think I'm going to have nightmares because of you tonight.
You're going to probably jerk off because of him tonight.
Whoa.
Oh.
Jeez.
But no, so with Tom Hanks, right? Let's pretend he really helped those people in Greece, right? He helped people a while back, and he really loves it, and his wife is part Greek or whatever. So then they moved.
Have you seen his place there in Greece?
His place? I haven't seen it. Was it a castle?
No, it's on a private island, and guess what? It actually has underground tunnels and caverns.
Oh God. So like, before we get to that, let's pretend it's all innocent, right? So he just moved there, wife, whatever, Greece. He just gets along with the people. He did something for them a couple of years ago to help them years ago. Okay, that's the normal story. That's the real story. Okay, fine. He's leaving America. But the next part of that is he's fleeing because they don't extradite. But the next part of that is maybe he does favors for the country so that they can do favors for him. Right? Since the country has allowed for the safe haven of pedophiles, saying it's like a mental thing or something like that. It's not.
They've actually declared, and people are very pissed off at this, but they've declared pedophilia a mental illness. And Greece has always been a place that has been welcoming of pedophiles. That's just fact.
I think it's a mental illness for some people. I think there are some mentally ill people who are like running around like, oh my God, I can't.
But it's a okay. So the issue that needs to be understood is that they consider it a mental issue that doesn't require criminal punishment.
Right.
As opposed to in, say, North America, where they would recognize it's a mental issue, but they will put you in jail. They'll again, that's how you get on these fucking the sex offender lists and all that. So they recognize the difference. In Greece, that doesn't exist.
So let's pretend I'm gonna go tinfoil hat right now. I don't know what about this is true. For all we know, Tom Hanks could be innocent, and it's just a disgusting coincidence. But let's think about the fact that maybe you aren't able to quite manipulate the American government, but you can manipulate the Greek government. We know that people manipulate our government for their benefit. Outside rich people in Saudi Arabia and all these other different people have manipulated our government before for their needs. Why couldn't a rich guy like Tom Hanks manipulate Greece? So let's say why is that law passed in Greece? Well,
because he's rich. Because he's rich, not wealthy. Wealthy is much more powerful.
Well, and there's so many other people, too, that could be, for all we know, all of these celebrities outside of Greece funded this to get this passed, like paid people off in the government there to get this, treated this way. And it's such a little thing that no one noticed it.
Where are you basing that from?
I'm just speculating. I'm just saying, what if that's the reason why it's legal there, or it's deemed it's deemed something that's not a criminal offense. potentially that could be because their political system was manipulated by these people because they knew this would be the fallout area. Right? We don't know that, but what's to say?
Well, I would say that any place that sort of allows for this sort of thing to occur really is just working with the cabal to allow for human trafficking to be allowed. I mean, there's many places around the world where you can find very similar situations.
Really? I didn't know that. There's other places where this is okay too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's fucked up.
Yeah,
Well,
it is fucked up.
I mean, private islands, this is weird. Why
It's
would
not
you?
just private islands. It's even countries that sort of turn a blind eye. Sometimes even, for example, a tourist industry sort of thrives on that.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Dude.
because the government gets so much taxes from allowing this to occur, they turn a blind eye and, you bribe the officer that comes to investigate and you can keep on raping the kid. Like, I mean, it's disgusting. It's real.
I'm having
and it's coming out.
I'm having a sick image of Tom Hanks, like
Oh no,
like basically waving at people on the island and saying like, "Thanks for coming. Yeah, great. How are you? How are you? Hey Tom, it's so good." And then he goes
I don't want to
inside.
break your brains tonight. I could tell you things about Tom Hanks that you probably wouldn't believe, or if you did, you'd see the connection and it would just blow your brains.
Well,
and I don't know if I should do that.
I imagine him going into the front door of this place, putting his keys down. Then he goes down some stairs, then down some more stairs, then under a hatch, and then through a wall. And then he goes, and then he grabs the head of a person who's chained to a wall, and he goes, "Come here." And he's just like, "Now you better suck it better this time." Or so, and you're just like, "Oh my God, what the fuck?" He's a different person. Like, oh my God, dude, he's fucking crazy. Like, can you imagine that? If you
the rabbit hole goes so much deeper than you even know, man. And that when most of the truth, or at least the truth that's going to be presented to the public, finally comes out, and there's going to be so much more that won't be because they won't even be able to handle it. The world would explode if it was released. There's going to be enough fucking writing as it is. Okay,
this might be crazier than aliens.
Like what's been going on. Like, you're either going to fucking want to commit suicide or you're going to want to fucking kill people. And trust me, the evidence is there. I don't want to say any more about what I've seen, but trust me, things are going to get bad when people finally wake up to a bigger portion of this.
He should have listened to himself in the Green Mile when he said, "I guess sometimes the past just catches up with you, whether you want it to or not."
Well, life is like a box of chocolates.
Quite well what I'm referring to.
Mama always said life is like a box of chocolates. That's why I got 6 underage black boys in my basement.
That's called walnut sauce in pedophile speak, by the way.
Oh my God!
That's what
Good
they
Lord.
talk with. Oh, by the way, I can't wait to because obviously Troy, being cuck boy, can't accept the fact that Dave Rose is superior. When I spoke about Pizzagate, he laughed. Said, "Oh, that's ridiculous." Well, as every minute goes by, I become more proven correct.
Well,
and I can't wait to wrap the tendrils of truth around his fucking throat.
Well, you know,
when it comes to the final proof that proves that I was correct and that this has been happening all along.
This reminds me of the other day when I was talking to someone and they said, I said, well, you know, the child sex thing, and they were just like, yeah, this is crazy or whatever. And I'm like, oh, is it crazy? Because ABC had the footage, had the news. They didn't report it. Reddit
the reporter who had the information to not report it.
Yeah, don't report it. So Reddit had it. They didn't do anything.
Yep.
ABC had it. They didn't do anything. Alex Jones had it. He said it over and over again. He's banned from everything. Go figure.
Bingo.
And you know what that person said to me? Yeah, he's banned from everything because of what he said about Sandy Hook. And I said, wow, you are... You're the most two-dimensional blind fuck I've ever seen in my life.
That was a scapegoat thing, kind of like
exactly.
It's like they want to blame it on one person.
It's literally like if I said something bad when I was 15, and then when I'm 26 years old, I'm like, hey, everybody, this guy over here killed 2 people, and I've got the proof. And then they start releasing the video of me saying something horrible when I was like 14. And then the people are like, oh, my God, this guy is a crazy person. Ban him everywhere. Yeah. It's like, dude, it's a hit job, you dummies. Alex Jones is easily hittable because he says some whacked out things.
And that is a lot to blame on Alex Jones.
Right.
But the thing is, though, they use that as an excuse to just blanket the whole thing and just say, okay, it's all crazy. When in fact he brings certain things that need to be looked at.
Oprah knew it and she did nothing, says Thomas. Oprah was probably scissoring some fucking 8-year-old. I mean, that's
dude. She's a lesbian.
Right.
B,
that's what I'm saying.
She's been pimping out all these girls, and also it's been. Like all these articles are coming out about these Ghislaine Maxwell files that they wanted to redact, but they were I think it was on purpose, that they redacted in such a way that you just download the file, copy, paste the redacted area, and then paste it into a document. It tells you exactly what they said. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, no, I did not hear that.
Okay, so like, you know how normally they redact documents is all blacked out? Well, those blacked out areas were in a PDF format, so all people had to do was highlight, copy, paste, and they were able to pull out what was, in there. This was obviously on purpose. This is like, you don't get this dumb, okay?
Yeah.
Right.
This was clearly done on purpose because they wanted people to know what she's been up to. And you know what she was up to? Well, some articles in the newspaper are saying she seduced 15-year-old girls to sleep with her. And many people coming out and saying, no, fuckers, she raped. She raped these 15-year-old girls. She raped them, and she fucking forced them to do all these certain things. And it's disgusting how the media tries to use these words like, oh, she seduced a 15-year-old underage girl. No, it's not an underage girl. It's a fucking minor. It's a kid, okay? And, like, it was rape. And it's just infuriating that they try to fucking just, like, sugarcoat things like, oh, it's a woman, so it wasn't rape, like Whoopi Goldberg says. It wasn't rape. It's fucking, it infuriates my mind.
Jesus Christ.
This shit is allowed to fucking occur.
Yeah.
And that nobody's fucking burning down newspapers. Not that I condone that.
I mean, everybody gets so mad about all these other things. That's why the media is doing. Well, that's why the media is conditioning us to be upset about all these other things. They're clearly trying to distract from this because it's coming out. And
that's why I brought up the Amazon thing. There's a fucking children's book that's trying to desensitize kids against pedophilia or whatever. And then today, Amazon took down a pair of shoes because they were racist.
You're right.
But they won't take the book.
What?
Right. Yeah.
Racist shoes.
Old Navy was selling little either Old Navy or fucking Walmart was selling little shirts, like shirts for like a 6 or 7.
Yeah. Did it say get a pizza me? It said, didn't it?
Well, no, I heard you say that the other day. What did it say?
Yeah.
No,
get a pizza me.
What I saw
yours
was basically saying daddy's little slut.
Oh no.
For 6 to 7-year-olds, dude.
Fuck Old Navy and Walmart and Target. All of them. Get your clothes from the Goodwill.
Dude, it's not that crazy when you think about it. A lot of these people that went to Hollywood are people who are broken and fucked up when they get there. And then that's
what I've been saying.
Then they grow up to be celebrities, or they eventually become celebrities and have all this power. They're still messed up people. There's not a lot of people that like were raised by good parents and a good family, and then they go to Hollywood. It's run by the people that went there all fucked up in the first place, and then became rich and shit. Then got more power, and then hey, we're at a party and this chick's 17, but whatever, and now she's 16. I'd like to even go younger. Look at this girl, and then you start getting into that thing, and then you start looking for that.
Oh, like 15 pedophiles were arrested in a massive raid in Disney World. I think in early July.
Right, and a lot of these people are just no-name people too. They're like, sometimes I feel like they're producing
they're producing kiddie porn. Nobody, again, the media is not primarily reporting this, but you can find this information out because some outlets they're small. And then all you got to do is just confirm with the police department who is arrested on what charges. You get all this information. It all starts to come together when you start to do the research. And it's disgusting because, these are no names when, you immediately look at it. But when you start to look at it, people are working, 15, 20 years. People have been exposed to all these sorts of like activities. And it's just like it's obviously on purpose.
I was going into some of the smaller rings. Actually, I forget the Florida thing. Think about all the times they arrest like a couple guys or whatever who passed around tapes, and they love doing that because then they can say, "Hey, we caught people." See, but they never ever come close or even ever come near celebrities for the most part, unless they become exposed and then it gets too crazy and then they have to.
No, well, again, with Trump, we're starting to see more because, again, like R. Kelly, for example, he was, avoiding all problems, no problem. But now, he's starting to see it bad. Like there's a lot of other people that have been, exposing themselves to kids that are now starting to face steep sort of prison times.
Yeah.
Didn't Trump just today put a lot of money into the fight on human traffickers?
I don't know.
I think
it didn't make like major news, but I saw several other independent news things that were talking about it. Didn't hear it once on regular news.
I hadn't heard about it, but I was following this explosion a lot.
We were flipping channels. We were flipping channels today in the living room, and Leah said, "I'm trying to see if CNN's got the explosions on the TV." I go, "Are you kidding me? There'll be something about Trump on there. That's all they'll talk about is something about Trump. There'll be nothing on there."
Also, they'll blame a white supremacist for having caused the detonation there in Beirut.
Really?
No, I'm talking sarcastically. What I'm saying, Leah would fucking believe.
Yeah, you never know.
It's exactly what she would say. She's like, "Really? A white supremacist from America flew all the way to Lebanon, Beirut, Lebanon,
no, I mean,
and planted a bomb?"
I don't think that. I believe it. I don't think that's the narrative. I think their narrative is more about Trump saying it's a terrorist attack.
Yeah, that's what's getting.
That's what I heard.
People go, "He's an idiot."
Also, you know what, Joe? If Leah needs a math tutor, let me know.
She does.
Oh,
she does. I mean, I'm not very good at it, but I'm better. I mean, honestly, dude, I've always thought I was a retard at math, and I really have been, dude. And even my test scores prove it that I was horrible.
Hey, man, when it comes to adding up those points of the fucking wheel and shit, you're always off by just one. So I mean, that's a fairly good average. I mean,
no, but what's weird is, dude, I do taxes and I do all these other things, and it's crazy. And I've done
things.
Right,
you're the one who does your house's taxes. I mean, like, she can't say shit.
Well, dude,
what if you cut her out of the fucking earnings and shit? She better fucking shut up.
Yeah, exactly. You watch the fucking. I do all this shit. You're fucking in a ditch without me, motherfucker. You don't know what are you fucking doing?
What was the guy's name from fucking Shawshank Redemption? Duche?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're gonna basically do that. You're gonna start like putting off a few pennies here and there, and eventually you're just gonna fucking
tell you what, man,
and like move to Mexico.
You'll be peddling your ass. Can't use pennies here anymore. You peddling your ass on the streets, you fucking bitch, or whatever the fuck Rodney Dangerfield. Fucking, you'll end up fucking whoring in that whorehouse dress, and you're peddling your ass, you fucking bitch. Oh, that's fucking. I don't know, dude. But yeah, it's weird because she'll be like, "Nope, not doing math or whatever," and I'll be like, "Wow," but I can't do spatial relations, so the two of us.
But I love science.
Well,
let's bow down to science. Joe, this Sunday we're going to church for science.
Imagine that, being so into science, but you can't do any of the fucking real part of it.
Exactly. How do you get to science if you can't do the math? Like,
let's just shit on Leah. This is hilarious.
So adorable, Leah. Pookie.
Oh.
She was calling nerdy Pookie.
Oh my god.
I'll call Leah Pookie.
God, man. You see, she's not here, so you're saying all this. You're a coward.
I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for the fox to pop in.
I'm hoping I'm gonna I'm actually trying to entice her because I'm sure she's listening.
She's not though. No, she's not. She really isn't.
You know how it works.
No, if she was listening, that'd make sense, but she's definitely not listening. But I'll tell her you said this.
That's a pity.
I'll tell her you said this, and then maybe she can scream over you instead of nerdy.
You just send her a voice clip of it right now.
Oh God, no, she'll. I don't know. The two, to me, like the two of you are opposites but similar. It's weird. I don't know why.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, didn't you hear her the other day? She's like, "How dare you compare me to Dave Rose? How dare you? I'm the total opposite of Dave Rose," which is funny because it is. She's a Libra and I am an Aries.
Exactly.
Yeah, you guys are gonna kill each
other.
other.
I just thought it was funny how insulted she sounded. I just loved it.
It's creepier.
Yeah, I don't know what and I'm such a, I don't know, man. I always want to, it's weird, man. Like, I really assume the role. We really all do assume the roles that we are. It's bizarre. Like, I really fit right into that. I want to get everybody together and, like, let's talk about it and see what happens and we'll figure it out.
Dude,
and,
were you the one that put the Trump sticker on that Bears, fucking necklace? Or not necklace, fucking...
What?
You know, the band around. Didn't you hear about that? Like, somebody put a Trump 2020 sticker on a tracking band that goes around a bear's neck.
No, that's hilarious.
And you know what the funniest thing is? Now they're trying to fucking place charges on the person and find them.
For what?
Oh my God, for Christ's sake.
I don't know, like, what legal charge, but, like, they're pissed off that somebody somehow got that sticker on the bear, and I just am applauding them. Like, how the fuck do you get close enough to a fucking... I don't know if it wasn't a grizzly bear. I'm not sure if it was a black bear. I think
Dave, you know the answer to that.
It was a black
bear
bear.
mace, for Christ's
sake. Was it a black bear?
Yeah.
Okay,
that.
but like,
yeah.
No, but the thing
Good
is, though,
luck
it'll
in
run away
court.
with bear mace. But literally, somehow they coaxed this thing to get close enough where they were able to like get this sticker on the tracking band around its neck without like it like looking like it was slapped on. It was like perfectly placed. Like
That's
maybe
some
they
ninja
did it. I don't know, but like these people deserve an award, not the fucking be charged by the cops. Like that's balls to get close enough to a bear to do that shit.
That is not going to go well in court.
Well, no crime was committed. So
Yeah, but exactly. No crime was committed, but more importantly, it's like good luck trying to find them assholes. Good luck.
A troll was committed. That's all.
They're laying in ICU somewhere with fucking Freddy Krueger claws up and down their body.
Your fucking liberal tears are more delicious than any meal I could ever have.
Asheville, North Carolina. Are you kidding me? That's
where it is.
They had the Black Panthers march through there earlier this month, I believe, or in July.
I mean, dude, I see militias of white people with Confederate flags. Oh, he probably doesn't know about it. Then they have the Black Panthers marching. A lot of scary stuff to me going on, but
why is the animal rights group mad at the sticker? They're the ones that put a couple holes in the bear's ear and stuck a thing around its neck, and they're pissed off about a sticker.
Statistically, did you guys know that PETA has killed more animals than they saved?
Yeah, not surprised.
Doesn't surprise me at all. It's like
love my stats, and PETA is a bunch of fucking cowards and pieces of shit.
They are scumbags.
That woman last year that what was it, trying to save a rabbit that was in captivity, but what she actually did was killed about 100 baby rabbits because it was nursing.
Yeah.
Well, they'll also euthanize a ton of animals because they're like, oh, they won't live a perfect life.
They think that milking a cow is rape.
Yeah.
These animal rights groups are so fucked. You're supposed to leave shit alone. That's the whole, let wildlife be wildlife, but they're out there fucking with them and fucking with everyone else and
trying to track them and tag them.
You know what? I'll give the blacks this. How often do you see a fucking, black vegan? It's a white mental disorder.
It's a white mental disorder.
It's very expensive to go vegan, and I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's true. It's against it's like hockey.
Yeah, that's debatable.
It's like hockey. They just can't do it.
Well, shoot.
I just think that
they want to start a fight with him. They start slugging. He fucking shoots him.
It's virtue signaling.
Yeah.
How many minutes do you get in the box for shooting the goalie?
Well, it depends if you hit him.
You probably get awarded something. How about man? They took my trees down today, man. So much nice lumber is gone now.
I'm surprised you didn't keep any.
I did kind of wanna, but
the place that did it will fucking sell it for firewood. Watch.
I would have kept like one of them for like a bench.
Because you know why.
Leah.
There you go.
Okay. Because quite honestly, though, I would have loved, and I know your backyard is beautiful, it's big, but like if you were able to stack all this stuff up in a way that it wouldn't affect the kids or endanger them and stuff, if you dried it out for a year, you could literally rent one of these devices that literally will split your logs into like perfectly cut boards.
Yeah.
You could build like things for the house, like little benches. You could build a table, anything
That's
you
where
want.
Leo come in building.
That tree was badass, dude. I never realized how thick that fucking thing was.
Dude, I mean, I gotta admit it. Like, I'm kind of joking a bit. Me and her did talk about keeping like even a couple logs or whatever. And we just figured out that, someone's going to get rolled over or whatever. The termites are everywhere. We got to figure that out. So let's get this wood the fuck out of here, you know? So that's really why we did get rid of it. It was both of us' decision. So I was joking because it was just too delicious to fucking say that.
It's a completely different backyard.
Yeah, it looks way open now.
So the neighborhood we live in, my in-laws actually live just a few blocks away, and they've lived here since the neighborhood was built. And you can actually see a picture from like 1983 of, you could see the businesses 4 blocks away up the hill because there's no trees, nothing. It's just wide open, just houses. And now, I mean, it feels like it's 10 miles away standing there in that same spot because of all the trees and everything. But little do you realize that there's giant buildings just a few blocks down the road.
Did you happen to see the Antifa person get stabbed?
I did.
In the boobie.
In the boobie, yeah.
Yikes.
Why did the Antifa person get stabbed now?
Because she had a big mouth.
Yeah, sooner or later you're gonna get fucked up.
She had a big mouth. She wouldn't shut the fuck up, and this girl felt threatened. Fucking stabbed her in the boobie.
Well, no one's gonna fuck her anyway, so it's not like she needs the milk.
What does this tattoo mean?
Yeah, but basically, this other girl was getting attacked by 3 or 4 other people at the same time. So like, she should have killed them all.
What's the 3 arrows mean? Anybody know what that tattoo means on the Antifa lady on the big fat?
Insert dick here.
That is a particular wing of the Antifa group that uses the 3 arrows pointing bottom left to identify their group.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
It's the same.
It's like
the same symbol that Antifa used back in the 1930s in Germany, when they were basically promoting the communists. And primarily the one with the 3 arrows pointing in that direction, that's primarily a Jewish group.
Let's see what this is a big fat woman, an Antifa fat woman.
No.
Who got stabbed in the boobie?
Call the police. Call the police. Call the police. Call the police. Call the police.
Now they were just chanting. They were just chanting to defund the police. And now they're chanting for the police. They just abolished the police there. Or whatever.
Which way, ladies?
So now they want the police. They wanted to end the police, but now they want the police.
It's funny how that works, huh?
I'm sure a social worker can talk them down from stabbing you in the boobie.
This is crazy.
No! Move!
Watch out!
Call the police! Call the police! Hey, stop!
She had her booty sticking out.
Stop!
Yeah, she's showing her tits bleeding.
Stop! Drop your knife! Stop! Drop your knife! Move!
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the knife so you can stab me. Like, what the hell? All they have to do is not walk after her or walk up to her.
Jesus Christ!
She's got a knife. Go toward her.
Deserves to be stabbed.
Ugh.
Move! Drop your knife! Move!
Why is she yelling at this guy to move? What is she what is going on here?
Move! Drop your knife, ma'am. You are not in danger. No, move! Give her.
Boom! Booby stab. Booby stab.
Fuck.
It's all over the internet right now. Her booby.
Like a terrorist.
Yeah. Luckily, it's so much blood we can show it because you can't see her nipple. Ironically.
Yeah, probably couldn't see it anyway. Probably a dude.
Love those loopholes.
It's one of those loopholes, man. Now it's really just, and then she had her period too. Look at that.
Oh,
no, it's fine.
That should take some of the pressure off the cramps.
Now we're definitely shadow banned.
damn!
Is this a wire coming out of her vagina? What is this? What is that?
She's sending electrodes to her vagina.
What is going on down there? What the fuck
That's the blood pump. That way she can make it look
used-
like she was dead.
Oh yeah, she shoots it all over. Oh my God, I'm fucked up. Help me. James, thanks for the host, dude. Much appreciated, brother.
She uses.
I didn't even know that was a
steel
thing.
wool as her- She uses steel wool as her tampon.
Oh my God, dude.
Better than a cheese grater dildo.
Oh. What if the turkeys hate us? What if they filleted us? What if they killed us? Yes,
and
it's
ate our
turkey.
children?
What if the turkeys ate us? What if they filleted us? If the turkeys ate us, if they had to hate us, the Thanksgiving was a little bit different. Instead, the turkeys ate us. They gobbled us apart, but first they'd eat our nuts, and then they'd eat our butt. You want a turkey, Antifa? Ate us. Commie motherfuckers. What if the turkeys ate us? What if the turkeys ate us? What if they ate our fucking nuts? What if the turkeys ate us instead of mashed potatoes? I have chickens in my backyard soon. Turkeys ate us.
Prayers out to the lives lost in Lebanon today. Folded hands, really brutal today. Power outages all around mass, but we got lucky on my street.
Yeah.
But I saw trees all over the roads tonight. Stay safe, JCS Army. Have a good night. Rock on, gesture.
Yeah, baby. Thank you, Soundwave 92, man. We're 43% to goal now because of you. Yeah, I saw the trees were just down everywhere. It was a mess
Where's
here.
the storm right now?
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, it's just getting up to you now?
No, I'm asking where is the storm right now?
I think it's in Maine now.
Oh, so it's past you guys and it's over.
Yeah, it's over here.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Lebanon.
Massive storm. Oh, we got to be worried about the massive storm.
Yeah, they really amped that up too. Like it was going to be like, I don't know, man. I mean, the Lebanon thing is the real.
Yeah.
That's the real tragedy is Lebanon.
People panic.
And then you wonder with the soft disclosure that seems to be coming with aliens. Is that coming out?
Sure.
No, I was just wondering, is that coming out too? It's like everything leads to like another distraction.
Well, exactly. It's a distraction. They're not going to really disclose anything. It's just more distraction.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Well,
also,
I think that
Native Americans lived in North America and had to deal with Tornado Alley, and you know, they just resolved it and they kept on living. So,
right.
Suck it up.
You know, great. Now the hurricane's in Maine. I'm fucked, says Jim M. I don't even know, dude. It might have missed you. I haven't looked at the trajectory. You should look it up. I didn't even look it up. I just guessed.
It's gonna go over Newfoundland by Thursday, I think. Yeah, they're expecting it to get very heavy, but whatever. I don't live there, so who cares?
It feels like you're on a boat in a squall, is what it feels like. Well, at least that's what it felt like here. We got the body cam of George Floyd that we haven't talked about yet. Explosions in Lebanon.
I can't breathe.
Well, he couldn't. He had a knee on his neck. Well,
no, actually, according to the coroner, that had nothing to do with his death. Nor did he have any bruising whatsoever. So, another narrative thrown out the window.
Well, no, then what did they say?
They said
he had some kind of cardiac event.
He died basically of an overdose. He was on 3 different drugs.
Dude, I was going to just make a fucking joke about that.
One downer. Well, then, you know me. I'm stupid, and I can't take a joke or understand one or compute properly.
Sure you could.
Well,
no, I said I was going to make a joke that it was an overdose, and you're saying that's what they really said. Holy fuck.
As far as the body cam goes, it certainly looks like he was on something.
Jesse, I'm stoned.
Well, so what's weird is, I heard 2 different stories from this, so different that I couldn't believe that they were this different. I've heard. Yeah, I've heard that, on the left, what you're hearing on CNN and everywhere else like that is disturbing video. Body cam shows how the police cared no regard for his life. And he begged for his life, and how sad it was that he had to, he was worried about getting shot. And I was like, wow, is it that bad? And then on the right, people are saying body cam footage shows that he fought police and was whatever the hell. But in my opinion, I don't give a shit about any of that. That cop was still kneeling on his head the wrong way.
That's what I was going to say. As far as the body cam footage shows where it stops, it doesn't show anything like, what some people are saying. It shows that he was completely resisting, and he kept saying, "Don't shoot me." Well, they weren't fucking shooting.
He also said, "I can't
No one
breathe,"
shot him
before the cops got on top of him.
Yeah, he did. He
did have the gun pointed at him.
Basically, the fact of the matter is, the guy was all junked up and crazy, and he fought back against the cops. But eliminate all that stuff, and you really ended up getting left with that image of the cop kneeling on his head wrong.
No. First of all, the protests were because police brutality throughout the entire fucking event. They were very understanding and try to help him out as much as possible, despite the fact that he was resisting throughout the entire thing. He can't breathe even when he's standing up. Okay, eventually the ODs and Loop, I think it was hooping. He said he was hooping that day. Do you guys know what hooping is? I have to look this up. That's when you transport drugs in your ass in plastic bags. Okay.
All right.
Now, and again, you want to get those out as quick as possible. So if they start to fucking break or dissolve, this is why he was also anxious to get the fuck out of there and stuff. He said he'd been looping that day. So if something burst in his rectum and it starts to feed in, it's a fentanyl or something starts to feed into his system, he's already high as fuck. Like, it's gonna fucking start to affect his heart. He died of heart failure. Now, again, there was no bruising on his throat, his neck, and if you look again, this move is supposed to. Not always, but it's supposed to be non-lethal. It's supposed to be very controllable. If done right, it is. You're putting all your weight actually on the back of the like the lower back of the lower part of the back, and you just have your knee there on his neck just to keep him from moving up. But you have no pressure on the neck. If you were actually putting all the pressure on the neck, you'd actually have to brace yourself on your left-hand side with some sort of your hands or against a surface, because the balance of weight wouldn't allow you to stay up without him moving. So, but here's the thing though, it has happened in the past where people have been killed with a knee on the neck. So we can't discount that. The thing that we need to look at is the coroner's report. The coroner proves that there was no bruising on the neck. Therefore, this knee on the neck move did not affect his death. His heart blew up after having a heart attack from being on drugs. That's as simple as that.
Yeah, I mean,
did he deserve to die because he used counterfeit money? No, not at all.
Oh no.
Like, did he need medical attention? Sure. Like, did he need to pay for his crime? Sure. But like, I'm not at all stating that this guy deserved to die. But we have to also look at the fact that none of these cops did this because of a racial reason, which is what the media tries to push. I'm sure none of these cops wanted this guy to die. Okay, so like,
who wants that kind of paperwork?
Guys wanted, like, these guys initially showed up with the plan to meditate murder one, which is like with a decision already pre-made, is just totally ridiculous. Not even murder two. They didn't kill this guy. They didn't want to kill this guy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, now we're going to see more riots, because people aren't going to accept the reality of the situation.
Why I don't trust any COVID numbers, because of everything we just talked about. It's like,
unfortunately, this is something really evil is going on in this country and in the world, but specifically, it's in America.
Now it's getting more blatant now, and that's the thing. So it's just getting really blatant, but they're doing really good at. People still believe the news. People still think the CDC has their best interest at heart and all these things. It's like, no, man.
Oh, get this.
Do your research.
Get this. I just tried to pull up the public record of the autopsy report.
Yeah.
Not found.
Okay, well,
That doesn't surprise me.
I will get that copy of that for you then.
Yeah, because I'd like to read it. I mean, there's articles talking about it, but I'm the kind of person that actually like to see the the hard facts.
You're somewhat, I wouldn't say obsessed, but quite familiar with autopsy reports from my knowledge.
You're weird.
Not as much as you think. I mean, I reference them when I have to.
Didn't you make videos exclusively on serial killers and shit, man?
No, there's nothing wrong with being intrigued by serial killers.
I'm sure Jeffrey Dahmer would approve.
He might. I know a lot of other people that would approve too.
That's my
They literally put things on Netflix and Hulu that get watched by millions of people that have to do with serial killers.
How do you think Trump thinks the Lebanon thing was a bomb?
That's an interesting situation.
It seems like it's jumping to a conclusion, and it could be an educated guess, but that's all he's got right now.
He has access to intel.
He said the generals told him.
He is the president of the United States and the head of literally the most powerful country on the fucking planet.
Right, but don't most of these terrorist organizations jump around with their dicks out, going, "It was us, it was us."
Well, we have to pay them first.
Not if one wants to blame the other's government for being careless and then blows it up themselves.
There's something a little more to this. I'm not too sure yet what it is. I've been following it. I found it very peculiar that Trump would immediately address this and say that, yes, he immediately believes that this is...
he said the generals told him, and now all the generals are saying he's crazy.
Yeah, Trump jumps to conclusions.
A lot of generals are fucking people involved in attempting to push this Russian narrative and to commit a coup, okay? We know that he's surrounded by fucking traitors. But we also know that he is fed valid intelligence information that he's been, like, for example, remember those strikes in Syria, and I think it was in 2019?
Right.
Or in Iraq, where they struck these places that they already had information that they were planning on conducting terrorist attacks. But they struck them right before, like literally hours before they planned to do this, because they had the intel to do it.
Right.
Okay, so like again, the U.S. isn't blind. They spend billions every year to have fucking spies everywhere. Like it eventually does add up and helps you out,
I'm not saying that it isn't a terrorist attack. I just think we should recognize the fact that Donald Trump just says a bunch of shit sometimes, and it comes out of his mouth however he wants it to.
Why are the generals saying that they didn't say it though, and then why did someone?
Yeah, they told him, and then they fucking backtracked on it.
Why is it that General Vindman or Lieutenant Vindman, lied under oath and then was proven wrong? Because there are elements in the military that literally hate Trump because they're also involved, in the military-industrial complex, owning multiple stocks and making billions every year, or they're involved with the fucking pedophilia underground child sacrifice networks and want to keep their names out of the fucking news, okay? The infiltration, the infestation, the rot of the system is almost entirely fucking completed. Like, America, is going to fucking... It's like termites. You were talking about termites, man.
Yeah.
Literally, America is just full of termites right now. It's the deep state. Fucking
They're like termites.
I love that.
Crawling and eating away.
I love that. Perfect.
What?
I love that he said rot. I've been actually using that exact word with people recently to explain it to them. Like, it's like rot. You have to get rid of it, but first it has to fucking show itself. You have to know it's there. Mm-hmm. So it has to get pretty bad before it gets better,
The story is, though, that somebody was welding a hole, and then a fire started, then the fire got worse. They were battling the fire, and then the place blew up.
Over here, they're saying two things. Over here, at first, they said it was because the fires over here, they said it was because people were mad at the apple orchard place for staying open during COVID, so they burned it down. Now they're saying on the news that it was an exhaust from a diesel truck. And I'm going, well, what the fuck is it? Did you guys just say that because you... Violence? Or is it real? What's real? Was it fireworks? Was it a fucking bomb? Who the fuck knows? Whatever fits the agenda.
718 Project says a good point. Bombs were seized from a boat. I'll comment on that later. Lebanon is in financial crisis. Close to famine in Lebanon relies on their port. This will destroy another neighbor. I would also say a potential enemy to the north, to Israel's north. And also, the fact is that this explosion coincides very similarly with all these FBI raids that are going on in regards to the Biden's involvement with Ukraine, and the ships that literally docked right before the explosion were from Ukraine. So think of it what you will, but there is definitely some sort of connection there. And you know what? I do believe that Trump does have the proper intelligence necessary to be able to make these sorts of decisions and sort of assessments, and not have to need to go into the details of who gave him that information. But it does seem to match up with what's being said, and it actually conflicts with what Israel says, because Israel has been trying to push a war, and they're claiming that this was a place that Hezbollah used to create missiles to attack Israel. And I can't say the validity of that, but there's too much here that smells very stinky.
I mean, you could take any disaster like this and, you know, make it seem like it could be something else. I'm just saying, is it not conceivable that this could just simply be a horrible accident?
Oh, you're so cute.
Not the
okay,
no, not the way.
So every time
over.
there's a disaster like this, there has to be something devious behind it. There can't just be a dumb shit that causes to happen.
It depends how much they focus on it and what they use it for.
Timing is everything, Drew. Timing is everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
I think
every time we talk about some sort of natural disaster or something, you automatically jump to, it's got to be this, it's got to be that. Why can't it be just some dumb shit lit a cigarette by a bunch of fucking ammonium nitrate that's been sitting in a warehouse for 7 years?
Because because
and it wasn't even that. It was a welder.
Nature wouldn't be showing up.
Because what?
Wait, what?
Because coincidences to this nature wouldn't be showing up. There's way too many coincidences.
Yeah,
and we all know that coincidence doesn't exist. There's reason behind things, whether we accept it or not, whether we understand it or not.
But coincidence kind of does exist, though, in a way. I mean, it can happen.
No, we call it coincidence because we're ignorant to recognize the connection between all these things. It's called synchronicity. It's called
coincidence lasts in everything. Psychics make a living off of coincidence.
No, that's alignment and synchronicity. Fucking coincidence is a dismissive term.
Exactly.
Say, that's not a big deal. That's just coincidence. It makes you stop looking into it.
I gotta admit that, like, listen, man, I'm into looking for facts about what could have been going on here, because I never rule anything out. But from the beginning here, looking at it, like, I'm down with tinfoil hat or conspiracy or trying to figure out what could actually happen here. Why did this happen? What's another reason why this really could have happened? I'm down for investigating and trying to talk about that. But what I'm not down for is, immediately going to that's the fact, because there's just
I don't think any of us know the facts. I mean, we're just kind of spitballing.
No, I think that there is
we have this information present, and we can't dismiss it.
I think that there's still a possibility that it just, a fire started. They were battling the fire for a while. It got close to that area. It eventually got there and blew up the fucking place.
I'm not trying to say that there couldn't be a conspiracy or someone behind this. I'm just saying 30 years from now, if we're still talking about this and there's no conclusion, is the conspiracy still there? Or is there ever a conclusion where we go, you know what? There was a dumb shit who lit a cigarette in that building.
See, it's like,
can we ever reach that conclusion?
It's like 9/11. When I first heard about that, I used to think conspiracy people were nuts. But now
But you're putting the carriage before the horse.
Well,
is that not what you're doing?
No. And again, like, to reference it, like, well, 30 years from now, we're still talking about this. Do you hear what you're saying? I mean, to have to break it down, I think would just bore everyone. But, like, it's ridiculous what you're saying right now.
We still have people saying 150 years ago, John Wilkes Booth didn't kill Abraham Lincoln.
I fail to see how that has any relevance.
A conspiracy. I'm just saying conspiracies. Why can we not ever come to the conclusion that... Oh, I'm sorry. I heard beep on there. Can we not come to the conclusion that something wasn't a conspiracy after all? All these conspiracies, we never come to the conclusion that, you know what? There was no conspiracy after all.
Okay, like Iran-Contra, where initially people called it a conspiracy, or Watergate, where initially people called it a conspiracy, and then eventually all the facts came out and it was no longer a conspiracy. All the fucking tinfoil hat wearers were proven correct.
But not every time.
So,
but that's
not every time. No,
But
sometimes it took a little longer.
We can question this all we want, and I'm down with questioning it. And if we find it's terrorists, then great, or not great, but you know what I mean. We came to that conclusion, but it just seems like the fucking not even all the dust has literally settled to the ground yet, and there's already conclusions being jumped to.
The Earth's flat. The damn Earth's flat.
Okay, Drew, think about it this way, Drew.
Okay.
Think about it this way. If you're an intelligence operative and analyst, it's your job to be on top of this, to be aware of the socio-political and geopolitical situation in that area. And if a situation like this were to occur, especially at a strategic location that the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, actually showed in a Twitter post, specifically the location that was exploded, stating that it was a target, it might be time to start to analyze critical thinking.
No, I did.
If that's what I did, I would. If that's what I did for a living, I would. I said earlier, I'm down with looking into this. I'm just also down with considering the alternative.
Why be so dismissive of there's something that you might not be so aware of, but you know that other people might be.
I don't think he's dismissing it. I think he's just saying that we don't want to 100% say this was definitely something that
I feel like we're all doing the same thing. You know?
What I'm saying is, sure, we should look at the conspiracies, but we should also look at the possibility that it was a freak accident. Freak accidents do happen, but when people have tinfoil hats on, there are no fucking accidents. Everything happens for a reason. The fucking bird flew into the window because someone jacked it with fucking steroids or something. Why can't the bird just fly into the fucking window sometimes?
Because of the way it's reported on.
What do you mean the way it's reported on? This thing blew the fuck up insane. Of course it was going to be reported on. In fact, they underreported on it on CNN because they want to talk about Trump so much.
Do you know how many stories have come out as to the
That's what I mean, Joe. That's actually what I mean.
Do you know the number of stories? I've been following this since as soon as it fucking literally within minutes of it happening, I was already fucking following it.
Joe, you just fucking said my point though.
What do you mean?
Because they want to focus on Trump in another light. They're just going to use this. It doesn't mean that this was or wasn't.
What does this have to do? Wait a minute. What do you mean?
There's one story that this was a fireworks factory. The other story is that the Prime Minister of Israel confirmed that this was a factory for Hezbollah missiles.
Yeah,
and
I saw
therefore
that.
they purposely took and struck it. Then there's the story of the potential connection with Ukraine and the raids, the FBI raids on them, and therefore the potential detonation of the nitrites on the ship. Then there's the story that you initially started with, that this stuff had been stored there since 2013 for 7 fucking years, which physically is impossible for fucking explosives. So again, we've got now 4 stories now. Four stories.
Sodium nitrate is not an explosive. It can be.
No, I said nitrate. There was nitrates involved, but that's
what he's.
I said sodium nitrate. I meant
ammonium nitrate.
Okay, but nitrate is one of the many components of explosives.
What does this have to do with Trump?
It's also a fertilizer.
So, are you saying they blew this place up because of Trump?
What I just said literally is that we literally discussed 4 different stories that we've all heard and seen through mainstream media and alternate media about the cause of this. So now, where are we going to take this, and what are we going to determine as the truth? Because we still don't know. So nobody's jumping on conclusions, Drew. But what I'm saying is that we've got 4 different stories that we now have to weed through and determine where the truth lies, just like Jesse was saying.
Right.
And I'm down with that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think we all are. That's why I was confused for a second. Like, are we arguing? We're all doing the same thing here. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I do like that we're all coming from different sides. Though.
Tinfoil hat conspiracy stuff.
It seemed to me. It seems like an accident, but it might be not an accident. It might be some.
Even if it was an accident, it's going to get used in one fashion or another.
Well,
by our media.
Jesse, you never allow a disaster to
go to waste.
To go to waste, exactly.
I guess what
opportunity.
I guess what got me, Dave, is we had barely gotten into the story. We hadn't even mentioned that 78 people have died in this thing, and we're already saying that Trump wanted to blow this up and Israel wanted to do that. And I'm like, well, we haven't even mentioned that 78 people are dead and 4,000 people injured, and we're already jumping to conspiracies. And I'm like, can we at least go through what we know first before we just start turning it into something?
Well, no. It is devastating one way or the other, dude. You got fucking 80 people dead. I mean, it's not fucking either way. It's fucked. I mean,
yeah, it does suck.
But it also sucks if you're being lied to.
So I apologize if I jumped on it too quickly, but that was where I went.
I don't believe anything anybody says anyway, but I mean, it does look like an accident to me, but you never know. We're still wondering what really happened. We don't know.
I'm just wondering if there's going to be any evidence after that explosion.
I mean, what would you really know what evidence is anyway? How would you find out? You know what I mean? Think about it.
But when we find out it was Casey farting that caused it.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, the evidence
Is that the confession you had?
I did send some farts out, but I'm hoping that's not one.
Elias is really angry because he's Lebanese and he says it's not an accident. It's
he
an
knows,
accident.
Exactly. He knows.
So Elias knows it's an accident.
Also, apparently, according to Joel, I'm Candian.
I typed quickly.
Candian.
I am from the land of Candia.
Well, he was
I love how the guy in Quebec is speaking for the people in Lebanon.
Well, a lot of...
Hey, he's been doing that for the U.S. for years now.
Actually, you know what? I'm sure you didn't know, Drew, because, again, you don't. But the fact is that Beirut was actually called the Paris of the Middle East. And at one point, especially during the 60s, they were one of the most prosperous and most free nations of the Middle East. Beautiful women, by the way. Delicious women. And...
you were there.
Well, I've met a lot of them. But basically,
Elias was in Lebanon. He knows all...
The French did colonize Lebanon for a time. That's why it was called the Paris of the Middle East. And a lot of them went to other Francophone countries when the Civil War hit in 82. Another fact I'm sure you didn't know. And a lot of them ended up here in Canada. And because they speak French, they went to Quebec. So stop hating on Elias.
Yeah, Elias knows, man.
Stop hating on Elias.
Well, he's mad at you,
right,
I think.
Elias is an expert.
Elias hates you. I think he's mad at Dave.
Wait, I thought he was...
No, I don't think he's mad at me.
No, he was saying that, because now USA thinks this is a terror attack and thinks it's some kind of other thing or whatever. And Dave was the one leading the charge on that.
Yeah, but I thought you just said he said it wasn't an accident.
I gave multiple theories from sources that I've been monitoring, and I told you I don't know what the main story is.
Yeah, well, I don't know what it is either. I don't even know what Trump was saying. Trump said this
thing, though, it was Drew that brought up the Trump thing, and Trump just basically said this was an attack, that these explosions weren't an accident, that somebody planted these bombs and they intended them to go off. So
he said my generals say that.
Right now.
He said my generals say that. He said my generals say that this is some
but
kind of attack.
But then they also turned around and said that he's full of shit, right?
Well, he said my generals said this, and then he said you'd have to ask them. They're the ones that told me that. That's what they think, and I'd have to agree with them. And then they said no, we didn't say that.
So that right there just makes me go, what the fuck? Regardless of what the truth is, it makes me go, well, what the fuck?
Yeah. So this is
this
is a straight up fact. Trump said, my generals tell me this. That's what they told me. You'd have to ask them. And then the generals said we didn't say that. Or did one general say we didn't say that, and then the news just reported that the generals say they didn't say that? Who the fuck knows? Or did they tell him that?
I think
there you go.
Trump just doing what I was saying.
Is causing a confusion here. So,
or is this just Trump doing what I said earlier and just spouting shit off? Maybe he misheard something because he does it all the time.
Dave, what did you say?
We know you love Monica, and she hates Trump because she's an illogical woman. But just stop stop with this fucking, oh, is Trump saying shit? The guy's fucking given like daily intelligence briefings, okay? When shit happens, he's fucking the first to know. So let's stop with the naive shit like, oh, Trump's a fucking retard. The guy took a pay cut to be fucking president, okay?
That's pretty
if he
retarded.
Had stayed fucking a private citizen, he'd be worth way more. He'd be able to do way more, and he would be under any scrutiny, okay? And we know that fucking
he's probably
nobody of these pedophiles would be fucking pursued under Hillary or anyone else. So fucking.
I think all his rich friends will do all the benefits for him afterwards after he fixes everything for them. I think that's why he took the pay cut. But whatever. So
yeah, that's why you want to fucking literally fucking be under scrutiny, despite the fact that they still haven't found shit on him, Joe. All these fucking fake pursuals, and they still haven't found shit. But yeah, he's gonna help all these rich people. Yeah, like Goya, who fucking said, yeah, we stand up for the president. Oh, these leftists want to fucking go up against us. Now we're gonna donate food that we have to fucking homeless shelters.
Well, I mean, I showed everybody that, Trump. They were saying he did this, he did that, and I used to laugh at it. They went so far on CNN as to say that he stole a hat from a little boy when he really threw the hat to the little boy. Anybody remember that story?
That was a funny story.
Trump stole a hat from a little boy. CNN ran this all day long about him stealing a hat from a little boy. But really, he got past the hat. Then he saw the little boy who was 2 rows back. And the kid was like, oh, and he couldn't get back to him. So Trump threw the hat over the people, and the little boy caught it and then was like, yeah, and he ran away with it like, yeah, like it was like out of the 1950s or something. And the press ran, and in the video, the main video, the hard cam, the only one that they showed, it looks like the kid's trying to give him the hat, and Trump takes it. And then they cut, and then he throws it away, it looks like. And it looks like he just throws the fucking hat away. God. It was a real fucking thing. It was on CNN all day long. CNN ran this, and this was the first time that I saw the manipulation of CNN with Trump. And by the way, you guys, listen, I'm not a Trump guy. I think I like him in many ways. I don't like him in other ways. But the bottom line is, I said, dude, this is wrong. This is bullshit. And this was just an obvious one. Imagine those things that aren't obvious.
And I can imagine Leah being, that fucking bastard. I knew it. How dare Well,
I forget what.
Wide and sink.
We got in a giant fight because I said, I used that as my number one example of like, well, okay, if you don't see all these other ones, look at this one. And then it went to like wow, like it was, I don't know.
Your own dick tonight. That's what it went to.
It went to that, but it also kind of went to like wow, a kid in the hat, real good, whatever. And I'm like, real good? The CNN ran this all day. Like, I'm not the one bringing this up.
And isn't it funny how they sit there and suck off the left so much, and the left still loses in these elections? It's fucking hilarious.
I wish we had the. I wonder if CNN must have taken it down.
Dude, you guys also have to recognize the fact that Trump has literally shat hugely on bigly on even people in the GOP, like Republicans and stuff that aren't fucking like cooperating or like literally like total sellouts. He'll shit on them. You don't see that with fucking Democrats and stuff.
Oh, I found it for the people that don't believe me. By the way, do you know who ran this? The people that stole our name and our video, the damage report.
Oh, those bastards.
The Young Turks. Remember the Young Turks? They're the ones who stole our damage report logo and name and everything. And
are you telling me the actual Young Turks stole that?
You didn't see that?
I know that there was the damage report that they stole from you. I didn't realize it was a subgroup of the Young Turks.
Oh yes, they're the Young Turks.
Now I hate them even more.
Yeah, and I said, Leah, they stole from you because Leah came up with the name, and they stole the logo.
Oh, I'm gonna find Chang Chunk.
And I don't. And by the way, I don't care what anybody says. Like, I know that I've already been over this a million times, but the fact is, I don't care what anybody says. Leah came up with this logo. And they literally stole. Not only did they steal the name of Damage Report and the idea, it was the whole idea. Yeah. Look at this. That logo, that is the Damage Report logo that we were using, and then we abandoned it.
That's the same fucking thing you used to use for Joe Cronin. What the fuck?
It's the same because I use the same thing for all of them. I branded it the same for everything. Out of nowhere, Joe Cronin Show and the Damage Report.
Oh my god.
Yes. And guess what? They started
Curb
doing
Enthusiasm, Cesaro. They all got you.
And you know what? You know what's crazy is we stopped doing Damage Report, and this came out 2 months later, and you can actually go verify that on YouTube with the dates of when we stopped doing Damage Report. A few months later, this popped up for the first time.
Dude, you got to copyright and get patents right away.
Right away.
Haley.
Unbelievable. But anyway, yeah, it was the Young Turks. No surprise. But here they are. Listen to this.
Cunts.
If you thought that Donald Trump would be able to get through something as simple as an Easter egg roll without making a fool of himself, then you probably have not been paying attention the past couple of years. First,
You probably haven't been paying
the
attention.
man was on location at the Easter egg hunt, surrounded by kids who were all very enthusiastic about being
Remember, CNN covered this as well.
there. And he's handed a hat from a kid to sign, and look at how he handles that situation.
Please sign my hat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, buddy. Thank you.
There you go, kids. Here. Hopefully it can. Who's that? I got it.
There were so many.
Fool me once.
So many fun parts of that video. The first is, can you please sign my hat? Yeah, except I'll throw it away.
Yeah, there's your hat. Go chase it, you runt.
And then they had him a second hat because obviously, hey Schmuck, you just threw the kid's hat away. He wanted you to sign it. And I'm waiting to see what he's gonna do with the second hat. Has he learned anything?
I wasn't sure either.
You're right.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Now, I thought maybe this was a comedy act. It's not. They're dead
It
serious.
sounds like it, but
They totally believe it.
They're dead serious. However, if what you don't see in this video that they show, but you do see in multiple other videos that were shown afterwards from different vantage points, is a crowd is up against a fence, a green fence that's right here. And as the kid reaches through the people to hand him the hat, he signs it. But the crowd swells up a little bit in here. Now the kid can't quite get through to get to Trump to get the hat back. So Trump whips the hat over everybody. The kid catches it 2 rows behind all these people and then is like, yeah, and then runs away with the hat. So so a kid got the hat to Trump. Trump signed the hat. Then Trump threw the hat back to him, whipped it to him, and it was kind of funny because he was like, here you go. Boom, let me see if I can get it to him. Boom, he caught it. Look at that. He catches it. That's why Trump points like, hell yeah. The kid catches it and then runs away with it. Like, yeah, here you go, kids, here. It says even in the thing down below. Unbelievable. And these guys are this ran on CNN. This ran on CNN is like, wow, he's such an idiot. Like,
and I'm waiting to see what he's gonna do with the second hat.
Maybe ask that question before you huck it. Have you considered that?
Oh, what a goofball, man.
Well, what a goofball throwing a hat to a kid. What? What are they talking about? CNN did this too. I mean, dude, this is the guy that's supposed to be super serious left wing. I know all the facts and the Republicans are all liars about everything. But he's sitting here with a dead serious face mocking this hat whip.
Joe, Carlton Lineback in the chat says, I see Trump and no one else is wearing a mask there. How many? This was like what, 2 years ago?
This is from, dude, this is from 2017, bro.
2017, Carlton, you hear that, you fucking moron?
Well, hey, maybe if we were wearing masks back then, none of this would have happened, right?
It's hilarious how
That's how brainwashed people are.
Like, just looking for the smallest thing to say, oh, you see, Trump is evil.
Stab him in the boob.
Faggot. Fuck.
I mean,
and by the way, this guy here, Cenk Uygur, whatever the fuck his name is, he's a real piece of shit. He denies the Armenian Holocaust, where literally 1.6 Armenians were
what a cunt. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And literally, like, you got to look these pictures up. Jesse, I know that you're not adverse to seeing gore. Well, how about seeing literally 100 miles of fucking crosses where people were crucified by the Turks who were Armenian? So literally, millions.
And this guy denies it.
Turkey doesn't even if a country says that they recognize the Armenian genocide, Turkey will literally impose sanctions on them, and sometimes even like if they're close by, fly their jets over them or threaten them and shit.
Well, they're not going to like System of a Down, I'll tell you what.
Well, exactly, and that's why I respect them, because they.
Oh hell yeah!
But that's the thing, though. Yeah. The Turks are fucking garbage, and the Armenians have been. And I'm not. Maybe I'm a little biased. The fact is, I did have an Armenian girlfriend, many Armenian friends, but I've also looked into the facts. And the fact is, these barbarians, the Turks, fucking massacred these people. This wasn't like, a machine type system where you like efficiently, remove people from existence. This was like butchering them in the most disgusting, evil ways and making them suffer. And it was all because they weren't Muslim. And it's one of these, and even Hitler said, who remembers the Armenians? Not history. Basically saying that because, it was swept under the rug, well, a genocide will never be remembered.
Jesus.
That's why Shank is such a piece of shit.
I couldn't find the second video, unfortunately.
Of course you
can. Also, you want to hear about an Armenian Uncle Tom? Chenk's fucking co-host, the girl with the big tits.
Yeah.
What's her name? I don't remember.
I want to see her plowed. I don't know.
Well, whatever. Like, she's his co-host and stuff. She's always there.
She's a psycho.
I'm sure people in the chat will know her name, but like, she's Armenian, and she's like basically doing fucking this fat ass Chenk. So like, and she's basically like totally agreeing with the fact that she's ignoring her people's own fucking genocide. It's disgusting.
Like, yeah, these people are all fake. I mean, they're all fake, these people. I mean, it's weird because, like, I got to tell you, man, I used to think, like, hey, listen, I used to think, like, guys like Alex Jones were just evil scumbags. And the more, and now, dude, it's like, yeah, Alex Jones is a little bit snake oily and does some weird little things a little bit. But when you look into what these people do with the Young Turks, it's like fucking disgusting. Like, so it's weird. It's like everything I thought about Alex Jones, it's like he's done some things that I don't like, but the Young Turks have done things that are unbelievably despicable. Like, and I don't mean like saying like I think Sandy Hook might have had actors or whatever. Not like that. I'm talking about like what you just said, and actually turning a blind eye to just evil, and then even engaging in it. Even so much that they stole our fucking show name, which they clearly did. But still, it's like there's all these other things that they do, and it's like unfucking believable. And not that many years ago, I would have accepted them as the, a great show that I got to watch. And Alex Jones, this crazy like kook with conspiracies. And I have flipped fully. And this is why people are voting for. People wonder why Trump got elected. It's because of this stuff. Then the lies. Oh, he flipped his hat and then fucking like they're really sitting there saying that, wow, he was a dickhead to a kid when literally he threw a hat to a kid and the kid caught it. Like he threw it away. But now that video,
the guy chuckles like it was like, yeah, like,
what an idiot.
Show yourself, like as in like trying to push the story forward, like it was totally what they showed, knowing that they're false, like it's false.
Yeah, I don't. It's really incredible, dude. And listen, I don't. There are some things that these people do that I don't agree with, but it's like there's what the other side does is so much more dishonest that it's unbelievable. And they justify it by saying like, well, he's a shithead, he deserves it or something. And it's like, well, what does that mean? What are you talking about? So I'm just, dude, I can't even deal with talking anymore to certain people. Like, it's crazy. Like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Where am I living? Right now.
Yo, Dave, this Don Owen for you.
Well, it is his creation, so.
Thank you. Also,
scaring the shit out of people since 2019.
I still feel guilty about that because, again, each time that he says, where am I living? Those are 3 separate fucking times that he said that. That wasn't me repeating the fucking clip. And I didn't
Really?
make it. I didn't. Yes.
Yeah.
That's when he freaked out on me when I asked how he felt to be such a drain on his,
What
older
episode
family.
was that?
And the problem is though that I didn't fucking regulate the volume. So unfortunately, I do feel guilty that every time that comes on, it scares the shit out of people.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
It ruins their hearing just a little bit, so eventually you will go deaf.
So does rock and roll.
I'm a big fan of having a couple donations that scare the shit out of you.
The greatest thing though, what I love is 3 a.m. in the morning. I monetize this. This donation comes in and everyone wakes up.
Well, it just did that to us now. I mean, I could have lowered the volume. I could have fixed it, but I just left it. Like,
it's perfect as is, man. Holy fuck.
It is. It's a nice surprise.
Do you know what episode? What episode was it when you flipped him out about that?
I think this may have been a throw. Drew was telling me this the other day, I think, but I think it may have been a throwdown that he said this.
It was definitely a throwdown. I just don't know the episode number.
Oh yeah, he was in an argument with someone. He's like, "So where?" You guys tried to say he like lived. Somebody was paying his rent or something, and he's like, "Where am I living now?"
No, basically what
Right?
what I got him to do, like why he did that was basically we got into the conversation of like how good he is off on himself and stuff, and eventually he was just being so belligerent that I just said, okay, Tommy, what did I say? Something along the lines that like, do you know how much of a drain you are on your, or how much of a drain will you be on your parents when you have to live off them when they're retired or something like that? And then like, basically that just fucking triggered him entirely, and he's like, where am I living right now? But, like he was referring to the fact that like he was living it on his own.
Oh my God!
Away from his
Yeah,
parents.
you're right.
Although the fact is that his parents are sort of paying for him to live there. But
What are you talking about? Everybody's pays for his breakfast now and again. He's always asking for money.
Oh,
dude, Hector nailed it. It's Throwdown 51, and it's timestamped.
Wow.
That was sweet. It was that long ago.
Yeah,
that is crazy, bro.
And there's a Deba song on that one too. Apparently,
Oh, that's gonna make him happy.
Yeah,
Wow.
Throwdown 100 was fucking a few weeks ago. Wow,
Jesus.
that's a long time.
It's been about a year.
Yeah, I guess it's about. I said it was 2019. I figured it was about a year ago or more.
All right, well, let's watch it. And then 2 weeks later, Dave would criticize me for always just crapping on Tommy, but that's okay. You did it here. Don't believe me? I got the clip. Here it is.
Fuck you.
I didn't do anything. What the fuck did I do?
No, not you, Joe. I'm talking to fucking Dave Rose.
Looking at the camera. There we go.
Dude, that was great.
Oh my God, dude! He like corrects himself and then looks. He listens. Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Good night, Joe. Fuck you.
I didn't do anything. What the fuck? He almost said Joe again. You hear that? Fuck you. He like stopped.
No, yeah.
He blames me for everything. If somebody else could shit on him and he would say, "You're one of Joe's something, aren't you?" But the other day I saw all the Joe Cronin show people, or even if they're not part of, even if they're part of other things now, whatever they're part of, they're all people from JCS originally. They were donating to Tommy the other day. Tommy never said, "Oh, thank the JCS fans for being here." No. He was like, "Thanks for money. Cool. Thanks for the money." And then if people troll him, "Oh, it's Joe Cronin show trolls." Even though he took on one of the biggest trolls ever with the biggest troll communities, Keemstar and Leafy.
Right.
No, not you, Joe. I'm talking to fucking Dave Rose.
Looking at the camera. There we go. Thank you.
Piece of shit. I
don't
leave
know.
my fucking parents out of this. You piece of shit. Good night, Joe.
You
All right,
piece of
Tommy.
shit.
Love you, Tommy. No, it was before that.
Jesus
It was
Christ.
before that.
I hope shit. I was wearing the same fucking shirt that night.
You were in the same clothes, you homeless piece of shit. You
Yeah,
homo
no shit,
fuck
right?
ass.
Hey, it's either an
Oh my
Iron Maiden
God.
shirt or this.
Is
No,
this
you
it?
just got a Ronald McDonald.
Ever thought what kind of
bird
birth
you're
no.
gonna be on wardrobe. your?
It's all the same.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, you got the hair though.
Oh, look
Yeah,
who
the hair.
donated. Look at that. I'll be damned.
Oh yeah, look at who donated it. $22 down below. Yeah.
No, I'll be honest. Everything else Dave knows. My favorite part of this is where he reminds Tommy to look at the camera. That just cracks me up every fucking time.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Parents, when they get older, rewind a little earlier.
What the?
What the fuck? Like, where are we?
Whoa, this is happening now? What the fuck?
It's live?
Whoa, this is a live donation. Holy shit!
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude, what the fuck?
been a while since I heard Dave Rose. Great shit.
Wow, Jman from KC.
I agree. I agree. I'm glad he's here.
Also, Joe, I clearly monitored you. You made like $3.5 million tonight. Okay, so I literally expect 20%. Okay.
Oh, that Jman, thank you. I was gonna make the joke. I'm glad Dave did.
No,
Yeah, love you too,
Nerdy
Jman.
can't fucking even talk shit about that. Okay, I'm the one who makes fun of me, and I do it fucking right.
Well, see, that
Give
goes.
him Tommy's cut. He ain't here no more.
That
Fuck
goes
him.
into my.
I like the way you think.
That goes into my comment about sometimes I really get mad when I feel like somebody's wrong. See, like all the other things Dave ever said, I didn't even bother doing anything. But that one, I was like, I'm so right. I'm making a video because I'm finally right about something. I'm making a video on it. But yeah, man, J-Man, thank you for the $100, dude.
Yeah, man, that's great.
I thought ask Xboxes and Windows what they when you're in a mood. You're in a mood.
I really thought about doing a whole series and just kept making videos like that about everybody because I'd done one about other people, and then I was like, no, let's not do that.
Better when it's real and you're feeling it right in the moment.
Yeah, I mean that's how. There was a couple other ones I made on other things, and those are the ones I felt really strongly about. Everything else, I was like, I can't defend it. I really.
Well, and people would read right through it if you weren't seriously pissed.
Yeah, I was an asshole.
It's okay. J-Man, thanks for the $100, bro. You know what got me, though, was I was like, wait a minute, I actually paid the fucking guy, and it gets worse when you pay them. That's what I thought. I was like, man.
Fucking divas.
No, it was weird. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like,
aren't you glad I do it for hand jobs?
Yeah. Really, what I think you're doing is compiling all this shit. So one day you can Joe Cronin Exposed and like all these leaked sexual things. He cheats on Leah with a crippled man. Like, I mean, it'll be crazy.
If I had enough memory to put that on anything, I sure would. But no.
Yo, J-Man, thank you, dude. It was actually a little soft goal of $50 tonight. We got there and hadn't had a donation over an hour, and you just dropped the bomb, man. Thank you very much, man. I'm very tired too. You can tell how tired I've been this whole show, but. Love to you, man. Thank you so much for that, dude. And now maybe Dave will get something. All right, let's see here. We were at 50. Oh yeah, we're at Tommy, and I'm got my hand over my face because.
Oh yeah, this is beautiful.
Tommy told me earlier before that we started this episode that.
Are your fucking headphones hanging over your face because you're laughing so hard?
I think so. Yeah. Well, Tommy had said. Just don't mention like some things about me tonight because I want to. Whatever. He like basically was giving me all these warnings and threats before the show started. Oh my God, I'm wearing the same shirt. I'm wearing the same shirt. Wait a minute.
Really?
We're all wearing the same clothes.
We're wearing the same shirt, man. There you go. We're on the same fucking show, different dimensions.
I'm wearing the same fucking shirt, dude. Oh my God, dude. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck, bro?
We're both a couple of lazy bastards.
We've been wearing these
shirts.
What
that means? It means you do our laundry.
All you need is just some faggy necklace, and you're good to go.
We've been. I got the same hat on too. I mean, I got 4 different droopy Adidas hats, and I've got the same one on here. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, so I was dying because, you know, Tommy was really saying he like don't make fun of me tonight. I'm not in the mood for anything. And I said, all right, you know, and sometimes I say, well, fuck you, I'm going to be worse. But, you know, I was like, all right, you know, so I'm trying to be whatever. And then Dave goes here, and oh my God. All I know is that I was.
Fucking say, what did you just say out of that stupid Canadian mouth of yours, you piece of shit? What the
Sorry,
fuck?
unfortunately, I don't have the.
What the fuck am I?
Are you asking me a question, or are you just like speaking?
What the fuck am I? That's another clip right there, dude. What the fuck am I?
No, hold on, but I think it starts earlier though.
Oh yeah, okay. Let me go back. Hold on.
Yeah, but that line, Joe, don't forget to clip
mental
that.
capacity sees any attempt to show them other facts as being an asshole. So okay, you know what? I'm an asshole. You win,
Here we go.
You win, Tommy. You win. I'm the asshole. Are you happy? I'm the asshole, Tommy.
I'm glad you're coming to realize that what you are sometimes.
Go do some kind of fucking
There's Jesse dropping something again like he did tonight. Are we in a time warp?
I'm always dropping it. Yeah, you know we might be. I'm always working on it.
Did Dave just leave?
Ever thought what kind of birth you're going to be on your parents when they get older?
What?
What the?
Monetarily.
What the fuck? Like, where are we? Like, what is the fuck?
All I know is that I was.
Fucking say. What did you just say out of that stupid Canadian mouth of yours, you piece of shit? What the
Sorry,
fuck?
Unfortunately, I don't have the.
What the fuck am I?
Are you asking me a question, or are you just like speaking?
Shit.
Okay,
Where
so
am
you're
I
just
living right
speaking.
now?
Okay.
Where am I living?
Let's
Where am I living?
Here we go. Some nice sound clips.
I like it. He's going.
Give us some sound clips.
Jesus.
Fuck! Answer me!
What did Jesse?
Where am I living? 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 Right now, you fuck!
Living in America. Those were the three fucking where am I livings that I
you
took.
Dumb
You fuck.
cunt. Living.
Where is he looking to? That's what got me
Good
tripping
night,
out.
Joe. Fuck you.
I didn't do anything. What the fuck did I do?
No, not you, Joe. I'm talking to fucking Dave, bro.
He's so used to saying it, Joe. He couldn't help it.
There we go. Thank you.
Piece of shit. Where am I
Good
fucking?
luck.
I don't know.
Rewind a few
Fucking
seconds.
parents
Rewind
out of
like
this
10 seconds.
Piece of shit.
This
Good
is
night,
where I
Joe.
tell him to look in the camera.
All right, Tommy.
Love you, Tommy. It's Drew's favorite as well.
Jesus Christ.
I
What
hope
the
I gave
fuck?
you some good sound clips there because that was fucking awesome. I was crying.
You gave yourself sound
God,
clips.
what the fuck, man? Like, that was so weird. Like, I don't even, like, I wasn't even, like, understanding where that fight was coming from. Like, it was
Me
totally
neither. Did you
just
see where I
fucking...
started laughing? But right before, I'm like, what the fuck? And then I just couldn't deal with it when I realized what was going on. I'm like, what is this?
Oh, my
You get
God.
belligerent with me, I'll lower myself to your level. No
Well, dude, that was when Tommy really started, like, you could tell the last 6 years had gotten to him, and he was letting it the fuck out that year. You know?
Oh, my God, dude.
He, like, went on so many rants, if I remember. I mean, fuck.
No, but it's funny, though, because, the donation that I made comes from that, and he literally said,
Oh,
where
yeah.
am I living 3 times, but he didn't say it. He, like, literally yelled it. He screamed it. And I just, all I did was just, like, short the time between each time he said, where am I living? And then put in, living in America.
I like that you put the right now in there too, because it was so completely
You know,
awkward that
exactly.
he would even say that.
It's hilarious because he's yelling at me, like, where am I living? Right now.
Right now.
I mean, might as well put it in there.
Oh, my God, dude. I don't...
You think he lies to us and he really masturbates to when we're talking about shit like this?
Well, we're talking about him, so I mean, I'm sure he does.
No, I think it's the fat, like, big fat women, dude.
Keep
Like,
talking about me, guys. Keep talking about me.
Yeah, I think it's the big fat women.
The ones he's got or other ones?
Just the ones that he won't get, but he wants to jerk off on.
Oh, well. You can do that now. Smartphones. Clean your phone after.
Well, if he likes Trisha Paytas, you know.
I never understood that one.
She looks like Ashley. It makes sense.
I guess, but yeah.
No, it makes sense because it's actually the other day he said this on his show, like, or on somebody's show where that somebody was asking him about Paytas, and he's like, yeah, she reminds me of a friend that I know or a person that I know that I really like, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, and I said in the chat, he's talking about Ashley. So, like, and again, I would actually kind of think that, and this is kind of scary, but Paytas is in better shape than Ashley. But, you know, the fact is that I find both of them very undesirable. I'll be as diplomatic as possible. And I also think it's very comical that he defends both of them as actually literal goddesses.
Huh.
But hey, if that's what floats his boat, and he does like that body type, all the diabetes to him.
Yeah, I mean, dude, dude, so weird.
Yeah, he learned all this on my Facebook, the little shit. I'm telling you.
Her big.
He always brings it up. That's why I said that.
His big roles, you know, coming out there.
Well, yeah. Paints his
Good
tummy
Lord.
like a clown. So.
Ugh.
Yeah, Paytas.
Then it
You
would
gotta
match
deepen up
Ashley's.
she's a pig. She's a degenerate, and she fucking
Wow.
How could anyone fucking want to pay for nudes and like want to fucking see her fuck and like it's just it revolts my stomach. Like, come on, people, we're better than this.
I am shocked.
Yeah, it's very weird. Well,
I feel like
we gotta get it. We gotta get out of here. Yeah, I was looking at something interesting, but I'm gonna save it for Friday. Everybody, Friday night, monetize this. I already got something in the chamber.
Oh yeah,
we may have to hurt somebody. I'll see you tomorrow night and the next night and everything. Thanks, Dave Rose, Drew, Gatekeeper Drew.
Cheers,
Jesse. How did the Karen Awards go, by the way?
It was pretty good. Some awkward moments, some fun moments, some very funny moments.
Who was the ultimate Karen?
It ended up being Jesus. I even fucking forgot for.
You'll have to watch. That's what you're supposed to say, but
yeah,
Jesus was there.
Watch.
He's always there.
Karen of the year was Amy Cooper, the one who tried to get a black man killed in Central Park.
Huh. Oh, she got it, eh?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of Karens this year, so.
I didn't even get to
that. I love Trisha Paytas. She is a very beautiful woman. Her left lumpy titty is so gorgeous. Her porn she made was godlike. I would suck her asshole until I taste a shit nugget. I masturbate to her every day.
The truth comes out eventually.
Oh, that's terrible.
That is very gross.
I love how that's what breaks Dave.
Maybe
horrible.
Jesus. You know, maybe I think Trisha Paytas looks like Tommy's birth mom, and that's why he wants to bang her. But that's my my.
Now you're getting into actual psychological assessment, and the fact is that yes, a lot of people do seek the form and nature of their biological mother to fill in with what they're missing in life, and well, you're right. They do share a very similar body form.
Yeah, it's very strange.
I cannot disagree with that, Dave.
It's very, very concerning to think about, and I want to get more drunk to forget about
it. All right, well, guys, thank you guys.
Welcome to Genetics with Dave Rose.
Welcome to hell. All right, good night, everybody. Thanks for listening. Throwdown 102.
102.
Believe.
All I can say about George Floyd.
That's literally double of the one we just watched. That's awesome.
Oh.
It's like exactly 51 games later, right?
That is weird.
Yeah.
Every Boston sports team sucks. I'm not watching them, John.
Well, sports suck right now, but that was pretty cool.
I'll talk about it more tomorrow. My kids are not going back to school either. They're staying at home with me. Fuck you.
Excellent.
Dave, you should homeschool them.
And they ain't getting that vaccine until fucking we find out
Good.
what the fuck's going on.
Finally, you're coming to the good side.
Yeah, well. I'm coming to the wet side, baby. Good night!